All right. It is 27 July 2025, and I'm setting up for Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Going to be getting ready to go here in just a little bit, so hold on tight. We'll get everything up and running in no time. Working on getting all the platforms running as usual. Sometimes it takes a little bit, sometimes it don't. And sometimes I feel like a nut. Most of the time I don't. I hope everybody had a great week and great weekend. Looking forward to having an awesome day and stream tonight. Hope you all are ready for it as well. So, as I get everybody and all the platforms connected, if you're in the chat, appreciate each and every one of you. We will get things going here in just a second or so. Working on it as I speak. Sometimes it takes a little time, other times working on it as I speak. And I don't know why it does that, but it does. Sometimes it takes a little time, other times working on it as I speak. Gonna get the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show folks going here in just a sec. Oh, you son. Add the folks in. Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing
good.
I couldn't get into the pre-show again. I don't know. And then I looked and Barry was like lit up like he's trying to make a call. I'm like, I don't know.
There he is. Hey, Barry.
That was loud, man. Whoa, dude. Yeah, you came in loud in my headset.
I did?
Yeah.
What's funny, I'm trying to get my headset together. I can barely hear you.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. But
No, everybody sounds nice and clean and clear right now. Don't know.
Can you hear this right here? Tell me. Ready?
Yeah, I hear something like you're typing.
Eating.
Yes, eating. Let me get them. Okay,
yeah.
how about... Ready for some ASMR?
No.
Why do you do that?
How about some smacking? You want some smacking?
No.
Well, what we'll do here is, like we did last week, after at the top of the hour, I'll just reset and call this one right back again. All right.
Oh, we're gonna go back into the pre-show for the first hour. Oh, we're in the...
No, I couldn't get into the pre-show again. I don't know why.
I see it's the first hour.
And then we'll just go into this same chat room we're in right now.
As long as you invite me like that, it's probably the easiest way.
What do you mean invite you? I mean, you're just in the room.
I get an invite straight from you, and then I hit accept, and it puts me in the room.
I don't know why you were when I made the call earlier, you were all red already. I don't know why. It's like you were already in a call.
I was in a different room. I was in the pre-show room.
That's why I couldn't make the call.
Oh, yeah. Well, couldn't you join it, though? You can't.
No,
I mean,
it wouldn't let me join it. Would not let me join it.
I'm just saying, as long as you can just, basically tag us more or less, we can just go in with him, requesting us to go into the room. It's easy.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
That's what I do every time.
You can go into the room, I think, but not click join or call. Okay, you have to wait until someone's there. I mean, I initiate the call.
But even if I'm not in the room, if you initiate the call, it'll take me to the where that link is to join. That's what I'm trying to tell you. On my end, that's the way it works. Like I get, doesn't matter if I'm in a room or not. If you send me that, I will go into the room that you're in. It's just that simple. Which is good. That's a good thing.
Yeah. And Roger Hansen in the Kick Chat simulcasting us. He had a great show earlier today that I caught part of. Thanks, Roger. You're the best. I'm not sure if Great Conspiracy is going to be in there with us or not. He's been in and out because, well, he's got work and family. Little kids running around. More younger kids than I have.
Rugrats.
Curtain climbers.
I thought those were the cats, the curtain climbers.
No, they chase the cats to go up there.
I like that guy's house that's got his whole walls and everything like above. He's got all this place for the cats to basically walk on the walls and the roof, the ceiling, right below the ceiling. Those cats are in heaven, though, man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They get to do all that playing. Yeah. So today is braided twist, non-GMO honey wheat pretzels, man.
There you go.
They don't taste like cardboard?
They're not like busting with flavor, but the honey helps kind of give it a little bit of a bite. It's not. It's kind of bland. Yeah, it's not super duper like. But because I don't eat a lot of really sweet things, so my taste buds are a little more sensitive probably than most people.
I don't like sweets most of the time. There's only certain sweets that I actually go for.
Oh yeah, what's your
I like chocolates from time to time. I like butterscotch.
Oh yeah,
from time to time, but and wintergreen, not spearmint or peppermint. I don't like those, but yeah.
Wintergreen. Wintergreen.
Wintergreen.
Wintergreen bubble gum or what? Just wintergreen anything.
Gum, yeah, gum, and you can get wintergreen also in like hard candies.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how old are you?
I don't think you can get those at Aldi's though. Yeah.
Wintergreen hard candy, dude. That's like, you got to be like at least 80 to be buying that shit.
Yeah, come on now. I am an older guy. Well, I'm not as old as Barry,
It's hilarious, dude.
I mean, seriously.
My grandpa did like that butterscotch and peppermint candies, man. And he had a whole stock too, so
my grandmother used to always keep on hand the champagne candies, and I always loved those. They had all sorts of really, really good. They had everything from licorice in them to, you name it. They had it. I always liked the black licorice in that. And the root beers in there were good too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But,
those little barrels.
Yeah, the root beer barrels. Oh man.
How could you forget those, man?
I
don't see them very often. I don't see anybody that really has them. I'm sure they still make them, but I barely sell them.
Yeah, I know where to find them.
Oh, yeah? The candy store.
Yeah. No, I mean, the Dollar General's got them.
Dollar General has them?
They have a really nice store at the mall that, in Tulsa. It was all kinds of candy. I'm sure it was all high fructose corn syrup, but
Blue, pick one, in or out. What do you want?
I was going through some of our shows, and that I hear you saying that to her in a lot of shows. In or out, Blue? In or out? You better figure it out. Come on.
That's been her thing
out.
Since the day she was born, dude. That's been her thing. Like my first year with her, I would literally get up every 20 minutes to let her out and then let her back in and let her out and let her. And finally one day I'm just like, no, dude, no. You just went out. You're done.
You're done. You're done. In or out?
I'm sick of it. Plus, every time she comes in, there's like one fly trailing around on her back coming in with her,
No,
So
Roger, I don't have a pocket protector, all right? I'm not that old, all right?
Is that an age thing or a nerd thing?
Yeah.
Isn't the pocket protector just a nerd thing?
Yeah, that was an 80s nerd thing, and then before that, I guess, the 50s and that, it was a good thing, because everybody wore a lot of button-down shirts and stuff like that. Then, and I'm like, no, I don't like button-down shirts. I never did like button-down shirts.
You mean
back in the days when they had the fountain pens, they were way more likely to spill oil or ink everywhere.
Yeah, the kind that you had to dip the pen in the ink and all that.
Oh.
And
Yeah, whereas like a Bic, for a Bic to explode in your pocket, that's pretty rare.
Well, I mean, the old Bics used to.
I had it in my front pocket explode before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens, but it's just not as
It's
common as it was.
It wasn't something that happened all the time.
Right.
Lou, you're not going out. Lie down.
She's looking
man,
at
don't
like
let her know.
you're nuts.
Tell me what to do. Don't order
Lou, you
me.
lost your outside privileges. No. Lie down.
Your outdoor pass has been revoked.
It has. She can't pick one, so I'm going to pick for her.
Well, what's your drink tonight?
Coffee.
Mark, what do you drink?
Coffee.
Coffee?
I drink coffee all the time. If there's
Yeah,
a
you
show
should,
that
though.
I don't have coffee on, it'll be not a very good show, and I'll be really probably
Agitated?
cranky, super cranky. Be like, come
Now-
on, break.
Isn't the
Come on, I
couple
need a
of cups the
break.
best? Like if I have it later in the evening, it's never as good as those first 2 cups, man. It never tasted good. Doesn't have the same effect.
No. For me,
It's-
every sip
You're lucky
is
that-
a first flavor to savor.
Really? That's unusual. I've never
for
heard
me.
anybody.
Oh man, and I get flavored
Just
coffee
don't-
too,
don't-
though.
Tell me,
I
tell
get,
me you don't. Do
I
Folgers,
use Texas pecan
Wow.
coffee, all right, and I cut it with mocha espresso or breakfast blend, and
Okay.
I grind my
You're
own
getting-
coffee, so
yeah.
every sip, and when it's like in the pot, you can it's so good. Even when the girls put it in the drip coffee pot, I'm like, yeah, coffee. Yes.
I haven't made
Oh.
in a drip, regular coffee pot in a long time. It's not as good.
No, perked coffee is the very, very best. It has, just like, campfire coffee. Those.
Mm.
It has the best flavor, the best aroma, the best everything. Yeah, and
Like a little
and if you set it, and if you set it and let it sit for a whole day, and you re-perk that same thing, oh man, it'll light you up, but good, in a good way. Oh yeah, I love it that way. I when I'm done with my coffee, if I don't finish the full pot or if I have leftover, I put it in the fridge. Swirl it
wanna let it
around
go.
or mix it up,
Yeah.
and then pour it back in my cup the next day. And I'll drink. I won't even warm it up. It'll be, yeah.
I had a friend of mine that drank it out of a tin cup,
Yeah.
and he had this thing where he would never wash it. And I was like, dude, man, when you look, there's all the coffee. Oh man, that's the best part, man.
Mhm.
It doesn't even taste right unless it's got some some
only-
stain on the bottom.
Unless you have a lot of coffee bean oil buildup along the edge of your coffee pot, don't wash it. But when it starts, you start getting that oily feel,
Mm-hmm.
then you wash
Yeah.
it out real good, and then you rinse it with vinegar, so that you don't
Right.
get that way you don't get that soapy taste later, because it doesn't matter if you have a glass pitcher that it catches it in, or a stainless steel. You'll still have that soap flavor, and you don't want that. Nope.
And we'll be back with coffee connoisseur Mark, the producer of Dregus Production. After this,
I used to be. I stepped down from it. I was the Pope of Java. Yeah. Yeah.
you're like one of
because-
those guys
Huh?
that actually gets paid to sip coffee.
No,
You seen those guys?
No.
Have you seen
no,
those, though?
No, I would read from the Book of Maxwell, Chapter 4, verse 13, from Folgers. All right? And one came down from the mountain bearing his gifts with his little donkey. All right? And they tripped and fell, and they landed up against a hot spring, but the aroma caught one, and he took a sip, and it was such a blessing. And he took it down to the village, and everybody was so happy because they could do more work, wake up earlier, get their head cleared earlier when they woke up, and get more work done. They really liked it, and the tradition kept going. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
along the exact same lines, of course, naturally. My sister sent me a link today about drinking, I guess it was fermented urine, your own fermented urine, or using it as a face mask. And I was like, no, I don't think so.
What?
But apparently, oh yeah, it's good for your skin, supposedly. Fermented, your own urine, fermented. And the guy, yeah, I didn't even watch the whole video. I was like, I'm not watching anymore. That's gross, man. He's like putting it on his face, and I don't know, maybe he's drinking it. I have no idea. But apparently he was like, and what was funny was he quoted Dr.
Don't give Willie ideas. He's going to listen to this and make something out of it later. Well, he'd be like, oh yeah, the monkeys pee in the pot, and then we distill it. And that's what we used to make our coffee and beer with here at the... Oh, don't tell him that. Don't.
I know. Awful, dude.
He's got enough ideas. Come on now.
Well, I never should have given him the chum to wear idea, but, you know, he's been rolling with it for a while. I never got a royalty check either, so...
You're probably the highest investor of that whole scam.
I know I gave $5 last week, man.
See?
He keeps asking me for $5.
When it was only $4.85 with tax, bringing it to 93, because we don't have pennies anymore. You have to round it up to the nearest nickel.
That's what I was thinking about today. Literally, it's funny you said that. On my jog today, I was thinking about what are they going to do with the pennies? So if it's $4.47, would it be $4.45? But if it goes to $4.48, does it become $50? Do they round down, round up?
They rounded it up. Yep. And
I was a bartender a while ago.
Guess who wins when that happens?
Not us.
Government.
I was a bartender a number of years ago, and I never dealt with pennies. I just didn't. I just rounded it off to the nearest nickel, and that's what they got. And nobody ever said a word.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My manager, the customers, nobody ever said a word about it.
On my jog today, I made 35 cents. I constantly see silver, man. I see the copper, too, but I never pick up the copper. But, you know, I probably make it about, I don't know, about $1.50 every couple of weeks. Just on my jog. It's amazing. And I didn't like go out trying to do it. It's just like I kept stumbling across it, and I thought, well, I guess I'm just going to start picking it up, man. I'll spend it. Oh, speaking of spending, I was at a stoplight, and there's a homeless guy, clearly like problems. You know what I mean? Like he was old, and he was having a hard time walking, and pretty broken, you could tell. First time I ever seen this before in my life, ever. And the guy reaches out saying, oh, that's nice. He's going to give him some money, you know. And he gives him a cigarette. I've never seen that happen before. And he throws it in his mouth, pops it down, comes up and asks me for some money. But I guess the guy forgot to give him matches. He probably needs matches too.
Well,
give him a cigarette, matches.
See, I see vets like that at times. And I usually keep like a couple cigars in the truck, when I'm out riding around. So I'll toss them a cigar, right? It was probably, dried up too much to smoke anyways, by sitting in there for so long. But, hey, at least they get something, My cigars aren't cheap. Most of the cigars I smoke are usually about $12 or $15 a piece.
It was pretty daggum hot, though. I just can't see smoking a stogie, like, in the hot sun being very enjoyable.
Who-
Maybe he took it to the shade later. I don't know.
No, you don't have to smoke a stogie. All right, you can, you can just chew
puff
on
on
it. You can just chew on it and just chew it down. I know a lot of people who
Such a
do
good
that.
girl, Blue. Such a good girl.
Yeah,
Good
he didn't have a
girl.
choice.
Huh?
He didn't have a choice. I guess he could ask a guy, that pulled up, "Hey man, you got a light?"
You know.
What if he didn't smoke though? I mean, that's the thing. How do you
Well,
know
he
he
could-
smokes? I guess
You could probably trade it for someone who did. That's a bum.
that's a good point.
You know.
Hey, Bart. Yeah, that's a good point,
And
man.
it's I figure smokes are like smokes and smokes for those folks are just like smokes in prison. They could be counted as
Could be.
money.
Hmm. Apparently, a lot of people were sleeping on the front porch of the church I'm going to, so they had a sign. We have a backyard with benches. Please go to the backyard to the back area if you're going to sleep, where it's more comfortable. That was kind of weird. But I've known a lot of homeless people, and so they'll sleep off. One guy slept in in between a little, I don't know what you call it, just a little path between like a school and a church or something, and it got real cold because that breeze would just come up. But he finally got his Social Security, and he got an apartment. He got early Social Security, and got him a place.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen him for a while, but he actually knew how to work the system pretty well. He had a daily routine. He knew where to get the warm food, the hot food. Get 3 meals a day, or at least a couple.
Yeah.
He'd go to the library, hang out. He was a Vietnam vet. Something bad happened over there because he was just never right. I think it was in California. They hate the homeless people so much. You know how they sleep under those bridges, the concrete hills and stuff. And they put boulder rocks. They made the concrete boulder rocks so nobody could sleep there.
Yeah.
Probably a Gavin Newsom thing, I know he bashed our governor today for something. He said,
I've got that article up.
yeah, he's mooching on we're mooching on the government or something. Like if anybody mooches off the federal government, it's California. I mean, dude, here in Tulsa, we opened up we were not shut down but a couple weeks, man. Maybe a month at the most. They let businesses open up if they wanted to here now. You couldn't go in most of the places. It was drive-through, but I went to the flea market every week without a mask.
Hey, where's Yodization? I wonder. She's not sitting in the lobby, is she?
I haven't seen her. She wasn't showing
my
up as
chat.
being on.
She's usually here a little bit before now.
Yeah.
And
My
she
sister is here.
I don't know if she's using that guest account again or not. If she is,
She having problems with
she
Teams?
won't show. It won't show up.
Tiffany, you're going out. This is out time. Go on. Go on. Remember, it's outside now, okay?
Motivation. Nope. Nope, nothing's picking up for her.
Yeah, she just probably can't make it. She's probably driving. Her two homes are like 6 hours apart, and she drives back and forth like it's like stupid amounts.
That's gotta cost a lot for gas too.
Yeah. She drives a big old truck too.
Yeah, you know, the Winnebago. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Another minute. We're gonna hang up, and then, in fact, you guys can hang up now, and then I'll call you back in a minute. Okay.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and hang up, both of you, and then I'll restart the call. John, you still there? Gotta hang up, buddy. John. All right. Get this up and rolling here in just a sec. Get Barry. You there? Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, man. Everybody has to hang up, guys, or it's not going to let me restart.
There he is.
Hey,
Yeah. I
John,
see it
you
now.
have to hang up. Everybody has to hang up or it won't reset the call. We only have less than a minute to go.
Oh, is this the other room?
No, this is the room we need to be in. We need to...
Do we need to log out right now?
No, we need to shut everything, log completely out, or you're going to be late for your show, guys.
Oh.
Hang.
Howdy.
Okay, couldn't get you on the other one because it wouldn't let you hang up for some reason, and every time I called back, you were still there and it wouldn't reset the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go back. We'll use the first one for hour 2. All right. Get
Whatever.
ready for it. 30 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, you're on 2
Here's
now.
your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday Night Edition for July 27, 2025. With me, I've got riding shotgun, Bornberry. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. That was the way you came in. That was different, man. You kind of had that nighttime radio host thing going.
Oh,
You
yeah?
know? Yeah.
I'm not sure what that means, but cool. I guess I'll take that as a real high compliment.
Sure. Absolutely. You should.
Yeah, instead of an insult. I'll just assume that you're just really trying to give me the biggest compliment you possibly could.
It's kind of neutral.
Okay.
Good or bad. Definitely not
All
bad.
right.
Definitely not bad.
Well, let's dive into some happenings from around the world. And I want to start with you because you're out of Oklahoma. The governor there is phasing out the income tax. He said in a tweet on X, quote, "We're phasing out Oklahoma's income tax finally. And once we get to zero, Oklahoma will be rolling like never before." Sounds good, right?
Sure does.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good stuff right there. Not to Gavin Newsom, though. He replied to your governor and said, "Oklahoma relies on California for critical federal tax dollars that fund education, healthcare, and apparently this new tax break. You're welcome."
I didn't know he had anything to do with Oklahoma. He can't even take care of California.
Exactly. Well, you know, Californians will complain that they pay more into the federal system than the state gets back. Which, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of, you know, tech billionaires out there, and you name it. And I don't even know if it's true or not, but let's just assume it is. Either way, California sucks. Let's take money from them if we can.
Why not? I mean, I don't know where that $100 million or $150 million, however much it was, that was raised for the Palisades, man. I mean, that's just horrible. He shouldn't even talking about anything about money.
They're going to be looking into that, apparently. The feds are.
The Trump
the DOJ. Yeah. Because that's a real scam that's going on out there. But let's see. Governor Kevin Stitt replied, though, "Congrats to Gavin Newsom for winning Oklahoma's Economic Developer of the Year award. I love talking to Californians who have moved to Oklahoma for our great business, friendly culture. Come visit us sometime."
Well, I would imagine we've got a lot of people that have, you know, exited out of California into Oklahoma. So, but, you know, people like Newsom, he sees Oklahoma as a flyover state, which means avoid at all costs.
Yeah. No offense to Oklahoma, but a lot of people do. You know?
Well, I don't know why, because I think, you know, some of the best.
I'm sure it has a lot to offer.
Well, I mean, as far as just like people go, I think it's more how they mean it. I think they mean it more derogatory towards the people, not necessarily what the state has to offer. And man, every time there's a disaster, man, Oklahomans just join together. Texans are the exact same way. I wonder if that's true of California.
No. From what I know about it, I mean, California is like two different states in a way, right? There's the Central Valley and the Inland Empire and areas that are typically more conservative, right? And then there's the three big cities, right? LA, San Francisco, Sacramento, who are running the show, who are completely far left, out of bounds, crazy lunatics, you know? But California, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's the most beautiful state probably out there. You know, Utah is a close second. From what I've seen, but man, California is just drop dead gorgeous. You can be on the beach, and then in the afternoon you can be on a glacier. You know, it's really incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I've been out there before, so I had family out there.
Yeah,
I was younger, and I went to Arcadia and Pasadena and all those areas.
Yep,
it was great, man. Loved it.
Yeah, and I mean that's why Hollywood loves it so much, because you know you can go to Pasadena and it can look kind of like a suburb of, say, Chicago or Atlanta or wherever you want it to be. You know what I mean? You can go out in the desert and now you're doing old Western movies. You can go up in the mountains and you got snow. You can, find pine tree. You can find any environment, any backdrop you want to make a movie with, right? Which is always funny when you're watching a movie that's supposed to be in, Indiana or something, and they've got the San Bernardino Mountains clearly in the background of their baseball field. It's like, it's not Indiana.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. But, they fool the people.
It's cheaper.
So I wanted to start with that one mainly because you're from Oklahoma. And I thought you'd have some insight into that, which apparently I was wrong.
Well, I heard about it, but I had. And the thing of it is I don't care what Gavin Newsom has to say, so I didn't pay much attention to it. I mean, the guy's so discredited at this point. I mean, I just, like I've said a million times, and I know you agree, I just hope and pray that he runs for the president in 2028. I hope he's the nominee.
I don't. He can win it.
He can win the nomination, but he can't win the
No, he could win the whole thing. This country is just, he goes up there and lies and lies and lies, and then people believe it and they vote for him. And what do you do? I mean, I never thought Biden could win in a million years against Trump. Are you kidding me?
I don't think he did win. I think they're
but I mean, if Biden can quote unquote win, then Gavin Newsom can do it easy.
Well, I mean, we'll just have to agree to disagree on that. I think that the guy, I mean, if you look in the dictionary for man car salesman, there's a picture of Gavin Newsom, and I think most everybody, even Democrats, can see that the guy is a shyster, man. He even looks the role.
Yeah. You know what they do though, man? Let's say J.D. Vance is running, right? He's Hitler. He's worse than Trump. He's the worst thing ever. He's Hitler. You can't support him. So, vote for the lesser of two evils with Newsom. That's how they do it every time, man. It's the only playbook the left really has at this point is just vilify. They've been doing it since, I don't know, McCain,
And I got to hand it to you, man. You were completely dead on the Wednesday show when I said, what is the media going to do now that all these facts are coming out about Obama and Brennan and Clapper? And you were like, man, they're going to just keep, spreading the lies and disinformation or just totally avoid it. And sure enough, man, that's exactly what happened. But I do think at some point when it's just, totally like these people are almost ready to go to jail, they're going to have to tell the truth. They can't just keep, but who am I to say? You could be totally right. This could just keep going forever until they just completely collapse.
Some of them are, some of them are not, right? It's interesting to see how it's splitting. Some of these journalists out there are starting to say, hey, wait a minute, something's going on here. But the majority of them are just being absolute fools about it. I mean, the Wall Street Journal is just a joke nowadays. I used to read that like way back in the day. Nowadays, I remember I got away from it for a little while. One day I went back and picked it up and read it, and I was like, wow, this is horrible. I was shocked how biased it had become. But Chris Matthews, here, let's play a clip from him. Chris Matthews, obviously, as far left as they get. Talking about Trump, and they're trying to say Trump is losing all this popularity. He's as unpopular as ever. And here's what Chris Matthews had to say.
We have never had a president so instantly spontaneous that he knows this minute. If he gets to 4:00 this afternoon, he will say, that's not really true anymore. He will know the mood of the country. He once and I had a talk with him about Zoolander movie, the Ben Stiller movie. And he said, Zoolander 1, good timing. Zoolander 2 didn't work. I mean, he's instantaneous. He knew how to put down Jeb Bush, put down Barry, all these guys.
His Secretary of State he put down at the time.
Yeah, that's right. He's very good at knowing your condition, your worries, your insecurities. I mean, he'd be a great bully on a grade school. Catholic high school or grade school. I mean, he'd be the scariest bully because he knew everybody's weakness. But he's really good at the moment. I mean, he's out there watching television and keeping up. And is this the right thing to do? What am I going to do right now? Biden couldn't do that in a million years. Not a million years. Biden couldn't do that. They don't have the connection to the electricity of what's going on in the country culturally. And he knows what works.
I agree. He definitely has his finger on the pulse of the country, way more than certainly Biden, but almost any other president. At the end of the day, he really does have his finger on the pulse, and he is willing to pivot on things when he realizes that MAGA doesn't support him on this or that or whatever it is, right?
Yep.
The whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, I mean, they come out, it's all crap and yada yada, and then everybody he heard that. He knows.
Yeah.
Right? He knows. He saw everybody flipping out. He saw people that he knows are squarely in his corner, totally disagreeing with him. And so what do? You start talking to Ghislaine Maxwell, and you have 3 days worth of meetings with her where they ask her about 100 different people. And, we have no idea what transpired in those meetings, but there's 100 names that were brought up that those 100 people should be sweating a little bit, I would think.
I would agree, man. And there's the possibility that some of that is showmanship.
Mm-hmm.
It could be showmanship to sort of put people off balance, to keep them guessing. And he might be playing them to some degree. I don't know. Did we really push him in that direction, or was that the direction he wanted to go and he just wanted to get more people talking about it? I mean, it's really hard to tell. We may never know.
Yeah.
He writes a biography and then we read about it and learn all of the different strategies, because he's definitely a man of strategy. There's no question about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it shows you, though, how he's not MAGA, right? MAGA is America. It's the people who support him by and by, but it's not just Trump. When Trump's gone, MAGA will still exist.
That's right.
If you want to create a third party, call it a MAGA party, and everyone will know right where to go. So he's got his finger on the pulse in a pretty good way. But here's Matthews as well talking about this is via Jason Cohen on Twitter, by the way, talking about his popularity.
To be honest with you, the country is moving towards Trump. I mean, these polls that come out and show him not doing well, I don't buy that. I think his strength is still greater than the Democratic strength. He is a stronger public figure than the Democratic people. I mean, Obama still has tremendous charisma, but Trump has strength. And I think that's what all voters look for. But they want a president who's a strong figure. And
Mm-hmm.
he's got it. And he can, it's just there. And half the country buys it. That's what I think.
Yeah. That's spot on. So in other words, you look at a guy like Chris Matthews, we were talking about how they're all going to relate and cover this whole cover-up of the Obama administration actually putting together the Steele dossier, knowingly pushing it as they knew it was false information, and then attaching the CIA and the FBI to it as well to get their full support of it, all knowing that it was garbage, right? Mm-hmm. So we were talking about how is the media going to pivot, because they were complicit in this thing. They knowingly lied to the American people on a daily basis for years and years and years, for almost a decade, about Russiagate and the PP tape and Steele and all of this garbage. So how do they pivot? How do they finally say, oh, crap, there's something here? It's difficult. It's going to be really hard for them to do. It's going to be a big wake-up call. What is it? NBC, I think, is being sold, and they're talking about gutting the whole news network and bringing in people that are more moderate. So, you do a buyout, and then you fire a lot of people and bring in, more balanced staff that cover both sides of the story. It's a way to do it. It's a way to fix it without saying, hey, we screwed up. Or we did this on purpose, But a CNN and MSNBC, they have to come out and say, yeah, we knew it, we did it on purpose, and we're sorry. Otherwise, you never trust them again. You can't. And if they cover up the actual Obama, investigations, call it all, a hoax, revenge, well, maybe it is revenge. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a little bit of this is some revenge. It's payback. For what? For them lying about all of this stuff, them creating fake information to get search warrants from, using those search warrants, knowing that it was based on fake information. They were going after garbage. They have nothing, but they just wanted to get their noses in there so they could find whatever Trump, dirt they had. That's why the Epstein thing makes no sense, to try to, tag this on Trump like the left is doing. If there were ever any evidence of Trump being involved with little kids on Epstein Island, I guarantee you it would have come out a long, long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, Bill Clinton went to that island, 30 times? he knew Epstein really well. If that existed, his buddy Epstein would have given Bill Clinton those files, that information, decades ago. The minute he came down that escalator. So, nothing there, folks. Nothing there. This is the most investigated man in world history. They have never tried harder in the entire history of the world with more resources to take one man down than they've done with Donald Trump. And it's high time that there's some payback for that, because it was BS. The whole thing was a stinky pile of BS. And now we knew it the whole time, too. It's like that old saying, they know they're lying to us. We know they're lying to us. They know we know they're lying to us, yet they still lie to us. Right? What is that?
Changed the course of history, man. You know what I'm saying? What they did changed the course of history. The pandemic would have been handled differently with Trump. He wouldn't have been pushing the vaccine as much, and less people would have died, because we know a lot of people have died from the vaccine. That's pretty well documented. We have VAERS and other studies that show that. So you have, slime bags like John Bolton, neocon globalist, who basically knew that it was all a fraud, and he had that information, and he chose to withhold it from Trump. So that tells you right there that, that was like a coup, man. They're trying to literally make sure that this guy is marginalized and then never wins again.
Yeah. And they screwed up, because the more they went after him, the more we liked him.
Exactly.
The more we said, wow, this guy's really taking it on the chin for us, the American people. Over and over and over and over again. He's just been beat down, stomped on, spit on, you name it. Anything they could do to take down Donald Trump, they have tried it 6 ways from Sunday. And nothing worked.
That's right.
And now he's out here in England bringing home the biggest trade deal, to date with the EU.
Unbelievable.
The entire EU. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And seeing her just like broken in front of Trump was beautiful, man. That was so beautiful. Because obviously, I don't think she wanted to, but what kind of choice do they have?
Yeah, they have to.
On a global scale, people don't want to be living in lack, which is what the globalist leftist policy is. You're going to live in lack. You're going to get used to it, but it's okay, because we're going to put out this universal chump change basic income for you. Don't worry about it, man. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, and everyone will live the same miserable life.
From cradle to grave.
Yeah. It's scary how people buy into it too, and they really think this isn't. It'll be different next time. It's different this time. Or some of the most dangerous words in history. It's different. This is different now. We're not going to do it the old way. We're going to do it the new way. Improve communism 4.5.
We've learned our lessons, and I'm sure they did learn a few lessons, like how to be, a better tyrant next time around.
Yeah. Oh, 100 million people in a century just isn't enough. They got to get those numbers up, man. Those are rookie numbers.
It makes you wonder, Well, I got to think about the shamdemic, man. There was a tyrant under every rock, it seemed like. It's amazing how so many people crave that kind of power. I did not know it was that bad. I knew it existed, because it's kind of in the heart of man just to, have an insatiable appetite for power. But if you're wise, you understand that is definitely self-destructive as well, and you don't want any part of that, and it's not really the humane thing to do. But man, there were tyrants everywhere. It just seemed like they came out of the woodworks, and everybody was so glad to just enforce, right, all the regulations that they put in place during the shamdemic. People yelled at me when I didn't wear my mask, and threatened me, even though there was no real law in Oklahoma, so they couldn't do anything about it. And I informed them that they couldn't. I said, the best that you can do is you can kick me out and tell me to leave your place. And
crappy little story.
I didn't say that. I wanted to.
Then I'm on the way out of coming back here again, by the way.
I did tell Easy Pawn in Tulsa, I said, well, if you're going to make me wear a mask, then until you get rid of that, you will get zero money from me. And I held to that 100%. The day they let the mask, come down, I started giving them business again. I didn't hold it against them, but at the same time, they didn't get a dime from me during that time. And I would have spent probably, a few $100 with him.
Yeah. Well, and then it's shocking what all went on behind the scenes to take down Donald Trump. And, you ask me, I would say that there's ample evidence that the pandemic was created in a lab and likely released at just the right time to affect the U.S. Elections. They wanted Joe Biden big time. Like Russia actually wanted Hillary to win because they had dirt on her.
Yep.
They could blackmail her.
Yep.
What does China have on Biden?
A lot.
They got something.
That's right.
They got a lot on him because they got everything they asked for. Biden rolled over for China at every single chance he had. And that's just not going to happen now,
I would argue that the whole release of the shamdemic was centered and surrounded around Trump. That's my opinion. And what he was doing to the globalist agenda and how he was shutting it down. That is why they allowed it to be released.
Yeah, because 4 more years of him at that point in time would have just ended everything for them. It's done. Put a fork in it.
They admitted that.
But what they got in Trump 2.0 with 47 is it's their worst nightmare.
Yep. Oh yeah.
They thought he would have been bad in 2020. Oh my God, in 2024 he's on steroids. He is not the same man he was in 2020. After everything they put him through, it changed him. They tried to kill him, for God's sake. They tried to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God they missed. And thank God the second guy got caught, and the third guy and the fourth guy, and God knows how many assassination attempts have actually been attempted on his life. I bet it's got to be a dozen.
But they don't want to bring attention to it because that also brings copycat killers as well. Once you get into the light, then it sort of puts that crazy idea in other people's minds as well. So I could see why there could be many more that we just don't even know about.
Mm-hmm. Like they're celebrating this Luigi guy who shot the United Healthcare, is it, or EcoHealth or whatever it was,
right?
Who shot the CEO. They made a play about him in San Francisco, and it sold out so fast that now they're going to send it out to other cities as well. Talk about sending a message. I guarantee if you go watch that play, it glorifies him into a hero.
Sure.
I
have no doubt. We're dealing with...
He's a cold-blooded murderer who shot a man in the back.
Yeah, the worst way, man. In the back, dude, with his back turned. Come on. What a coward.
Oh, yeah. But, hey, he's a hero to the left. It's crazy. They pick the weirdest heroes. They just constantly are so bad at picking their, martyrs. It's just one after another turns out to be, that Maryland guy turns out he's MS-13. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, his tattoos were in code. It didn't really say MS-13. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. If you're in the gang, If you're not in the gang and you're getting those tattoos, you got a bigger problem. You got a real problem. You're going to start getting MS-13 tattoos when you're not part of MS-13. That's how you get killed real quick. So
the only thing I can think about is, the brainwashing that must be going on in the universities and probably in high school as well must be very effective to have these people, because basically, Trump's policies are just trying to make everything better for everyone. So I don't understand the sheer hatred when Biden was like a tyrant, man, and he wasn't making America great. He wasn't building up the economy. He wasn't helping entrepreneurship in America. He just did nothing. Didn't do anything right.
Yeah. And then he came out with those, the Red Hall speech he did.
The V for Vendetta, yeah.
Yeah, the V for Vendetta speech, the one where he just called half the country Nazis over and over and over. It was the most evil speech I've ever heard any president give, any world leader give. And we're going back like a long way here. You almost got to get to Hitler himself to find a more evil speech.
And the way he delivered it too, not just with blood red lights behind him and all that kind of stuff. But just his,
Two Marines.
how he's always angry. He got his
Yeah.
angry voice, the really monotone, angry voice where that's scary, man. That probably scared like half of the United States. I bet it scared some Democrats too. They're like, wow, that's kind of creepy, man.
He sounded like, the angry old man when you threw your Frisbee on his lawn one too many times, right? It just came out and was horrible. I mean, just absolutely horrible. The disdain he felt for half the country was palatable, And
then later he said we were trash. Remember that? He said the only trash are the MAGA people.
Yeah, and if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. That won a lot of black voters.
But yet when he still makes his little reappearances in the media, they treat him like, oh, the whole world loves you. You're just the beloved Biden, Uncle Joe. We love you.
And Dr. JUL, don't get me started. What a wonderful, brilliant woman.
Oh, yeah?
And we've got all these staffers now, his doctor, her chief of staff, who are taking the fifth. And these, they're being subpoenaed, coming in, asking him, hey, was this guy, did he have a couple marbles loose? You know what I mean? Was he all there? I'm going to take the fifth on that. I can't answer that. Wow. Tells you how bad it was. You know what I mean? They got to take the fifth when you ask him, was the guy senile?
I think it's
tells
pretty
you just how bad it is.
So, but, they all knew. I believe that. I mean, how could they not know? We knew it. The difference between right and the left is, look, man, when we make accusations like, look, this guy's got cognitive decline, we're not saying that because we're trying to demonize him because, because he's fine, but we're going to demonize him and say he's, got something wrong with his mind. We would never do that. We would never. They will say that about Trump. They go, look, man, he's suffering from cognitive decline when there's really no signs of it, especially for his age. He's doing great with his mind for his age. But I just saw on the news the other day where they're trying to come after him again, saying he's losing in cognitive decline. It's getting worse. His age is showing. And I mean, it's just nuts, dude. So they just say those things because it's political. Like when we say Joe Biden has massive cognitive decline, we were being very sincere about it because we saw all the telltale signs. It wasn't because we were trying to, demonize him and destroy him. Although, if it did make him less popular, that's good. But we were just speaking the truth.
And if he did show those types of symptoms, we would play the clips. I would. Hey, man, Donald Trump, look what he said today. Is this guy all here? Right? I would play the clip and I would question it. But I have not seen any clip that I could play to say, hey, maybe this guy's not all here. Everything he says is totally coherent and witty. And, I mean, he's sharp. He's witty, man. He's funny.
Yeah. Well, somebody would say, well, Trump said this time, and there may be a few slips here, but let's look at this comparatively, right? And logically, reasonably. Biden probably spoke about 1/100th of the amount of time that Trump would give a 2-hour speech at a campaign rally. So, after 2 hours, you may make a slip or two. It's late at night. You haven't slept, but maybe 5 hours. You've been going for 17 hours straight. You've hit not just one campaign rally, but you hit 2 podcasts the day before. And, you miss up a name or something like that. That's not cognitive decline. That's just normal. So, you might a few of those. But he's constantly talking. Biden very rarely talked. And when he did, it was a good chance that he was going to make, a big mistake.
Yeah. Even on Joe Rogan, right? 3 hours. Trump left there to go to another rally right afterwards, right? So, 3 hours with Joe Rogan, then another, hour and a half on a stage talking to people?
Perfect example.
And Joe Biden didn't do that much press in like a year. 3, 4, 5 hours in a day? Forget about it. But
correct.
Anyway, let's get back into this whole debacle with what's happening with the CIA and everything. CIA Director Ratcliffe was on Sunday Morning Futures the other day, and this is what he had to say about what is about to come out, folks. This is about to come out.
Referrals to the DOJ. Well, Maria, so part of what came out last week was about how John Brennan, Clapper, Comey, they all pushed the known fake Steele dossier into intelligence community assessments and as the basis for Crossfire Hurricane and all that. But what hasn't come out yet, and what's going to come out, is the underlying intelligence that I have spent the last few months making recommendations about final declassification and sent that to the Department of, will come out in the John Durham report classified annex. And what that intelligence shows, Maria, is that part of this was a Hillary Clinton plan, but part of it was an FBI plan to be an accelerant to that fake Steele dossier, to those fake Russia collusion claims by pouring oil on the fire, by amplifying the lie and burying the truth of what Hillary Clinton was up to. And you're right, Maria. John Brennan testified to John Durham in August of 2020. He also testified to the House Oversight Committee in 2022. Hillary Clinton testified before John Durham under oath in 2022. James Comey testified before the Senate committee in September 2020. All of that's within the last 5 years. And much of that testimony is frankly completely inconsistent with what our underlying intelligence that is about to be declassified in the Durham Annex, what that reflects. And so, you know, Pam Bondi does have a strike force. It is a different Department of Justice, a different FBI, and an opportunity to look at how these people really did conspire to run a hoax, a fraud, on the American people and against Donald Trump's presidency. And so coming forward, we understand that they did this, but now we need to understand how they did this. And I think that's why you see the left losing their minds over this, Maria, saying, why are you spending time? This is vindictive. You're going back. This is Donald Trump, you know, seeking retribution. It's not. Donald Trump's election by the American people was a statement, Maria. They said to everyone, we know what you did to Donald Trump, and we reelected him because we know this was all fake. We know it was a hoax. Now we want to understand how you did it so that it can't happen again. And that's what this declassification process that we're undergoing right now, what's going on, why it's so important, and why there can be accountability and preventability to prevent these same people that did it in 2016 with the Steele dossier, with the Hunter Biden laptop in 2020 from doing it again in the future. So,
Wow, there's a lot to unpack there, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, the Durham, what struck me is I've never heard about the Durham classified annex report, right? It's the Durham report is what a lot of people in the media are pointing to say, hey, you know, this was all exonerated, didn't happen. Well, now we've got the classified annex. It's getting declassified and will spill the beans on a lot of this stuff that didn't quite make it to the declassified part back then. Go figure, huh?
Imagine that.
Yeah, like it's like there's two reports. There's an unclassified one that says, you know, nothing to see here, and then there's the classified annex that has all the juice and the meat in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one that you know, really matters, but no one ever gets to see that. So,
Except for now. Now we get to, yes, sirree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's going to implicate Hillary Clinton, like, specifically.
Yeah, yeah. And everybody kind of knew that it kind of initiated by her. So that's not new news to us, but it's new news to a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people. This will be shocking to them. But why? You just haven't been paying attention for 8 years now. 9, 10 years of your life, you just haven't paid attention to the news. If this is all, like, shocking to you, where have you been? What rock have you been living under? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because we've been covering it.
Yep.
I mean,
blinders on, you know. They listen to who is going to feed them the narrative that they want to hear. So, and to them, Trump was bad, and so, well, you know who they went to for the answers, the fake news.
Yeah, exactly. Well, their comfort zone. You know, everyone has their comfort zones and what they want to be fed from the news. And, you know, I've got my bias as well. I'll admit it. You know, I don't spend a lot of time reading the New York Times. I'm just not going to, never will, because it's garbage. I don't want to give them my money. CNN, I watch highlights here and there when they make a fool of themselves, but I don't sit down and watch, The View or any of that crap.
It's unbearable, man. It's really unbearable. And a lot of times, and specifically with CNN, it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for them because they're such an embarrassment.
Yeah, just no general clue about what's going on in the world and what people really think, watch them cover any. Sorry, go ahead.
Those people are not real journalists, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when it became real popular for a lot of these people in the fake news? They were like, these people aren't journalists. These people aren't reporters. They're activists. And that's what we've been facing with this fake news network. So they're just activists that are promoting whatever it is that, these power brokers want. That's pretty much what it is at the end of the day, the propaganda.
Scott Jennings was on CNN the other day, and the reporter, he was on with, started talking about what Texas is doing to, redraw their districting map, and it's very favorable to Republicans because they're in control, and of course they're going to do it favorable to them. And how that was crazy, insane, it's never been done, and yada, yada, yada. And he just started listing off, Scott did, all these states and how they're like 9-0, 22-4, Democrat states that are just so gerrymandered that there's just no chance of them ever really getting any Republicans into office more than just a couple, districts. And she literally said, I don't have the numbers you did. You did research during the break, and I didn't do that. So I can't come back at you on that. And it goes to what you were just saying, where they just don't do the research. They just read what's given to them, the talking points from the DNC, and run with them. And really, Scott Jennings is just in there to break things. I mean, he really is. I'll give CNN credit for that. They put this guy out, and he is just absolutely single-handedly going in there with a, cannonball every time he gets the mic and just tears these people down because they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, he really shines. There's no question about it. And he shines as like the most intelligent guy as well. I mean, he's not just, does he have the right position, but he's sharp.
Yeah. And polite about it, I can't even count the number of times one of his, people sitting to his left or his right was basically screaming at him about something or another. And he just sort of politely nods along and drops a couple more facts on him to, let him know how they know a lot, but a lot of what they know ain't so.
Well, I mean, he did a good job, no question about it. I mean, who would want that job, right? To be the only guy with common sense in a room of people that are just kind of like, don't know what they're talking about, are misinformed, and are kind of just unhinged.
Exactly. I mean, it's just a matter of time till one of these people just absolutely loses it on air and tries to punch him or something,
Not surprise me, dude. Tack him,
Mm-hmm.
And somehow it would be his fault,
Yeah, exactly. But no, he's been doing a phenomenal job, and I'll give CNN credit for finding this guy and putting him on the air because he, nails it every time. He's just so succinct. He just had in the least number of words he can possibly use. He puts everybody in their place and puts out the facts, and it's refreshing.
Well, the left has a name for that, right? You do know that. It's called hate facts. Hate facts.
Oh, hate facts.
Yeah. It's a hate crime to speak the facts, man. It's a hate fact. So, yeah. I mean, the left is just, they're out of their minds, man. I mean, really. Hate facts? That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
Well, I mean, just look at where the UK is going right now. It's absolutely on a suicide path. It is just trying to be... I mean, they want to end the country. They just don't want to exist anymore. But, folks, we'll get more into that a little bit later in the show. Right now, we got to take a break. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We'll be right back after this.
All right, we're on radio break. Yep. Oh, what we need to do when we go at the top of the hour, we'll let this one go almost completely out. Then everybody has to hang up completely so I can call Willie in, because Willie doesn't know about any other links except for this one. All
Oh,
right?
okay. Willie doesn't know.
Willie doesn't. Well, what?
Are you going to call us all in or not?
Would that be a first? But anyways, yeah, we got a good 20 minutes on this, almost. So, but we'll probably hang up a little earlier than that. When I hang up the call, make sure everybody else does. Then I have to wait almost a full minute so I can restart the timer on this call. Well, on this again. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, are you going to call us, or do you want us to go into a particular room just on our own?
Nope. You just wait. I'm
wait.
going to
Wait
hang
for the
up.
call.
I'm going to hang up completely. Just stay where you're at and wait for to be buzzed in.
Sounds good. I like
Okay.
that. That works best for me.
Yeah. It's easy. I could never find these rooms on my own. Like, there's no way I couldn't
Well,
find
you're
them,
on your
you know?
phone too, though, right?
Yeah, but
That's going to be
chat-
harder.
if you
on
call
the
me,
phone.
when you call me, it's easy peasy.
Yeah.
But finding these, I don't think I could.
Yeah, it's a little easier if you're on like a tablet or
Probably.
you know, or the computer. Not the phone. You know, the phone's going to be so tiny you'll be like, oh, which one am I supposed to be on? How do I leave? You know. But even
I have for a little
even if
humorous
you
thing here?
even if you took and completely closed the app out and brought it back up, there's still enough time to get you call you back in. That's the good part about the 10-minute break. You know, at the top of the hour. So what do you got coming up next? A little bit of everything?
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Got a good crew in there tonight listening to us. Thanks everybody for joining us. Appreciate each and every one of you. Kick is really taking off tonight. Thanks. When hopefully when we're done with everything, we can host that to one of our friends. That'll be really cool. Roger, still restreaming us. I haven't seen Great Conspiracy yet, but we've had all sorts of folks in there tonight over in Kick. D Live, DK Conspiracy over there in D Live as well, listening to us as well. And let's see here. If
You were
Knickers,
born a man
if
and you will
Knickers,
die a man.
if Knickers
That's the point
wasn't,
I'm making. So give us a sample.
yeah, if Knickers wasn't gaming right now with Adam, I'm sure they would be in the room right now too. I got a really nice host last night. Guess who from? Rizzo.
Ooh.
Rizzo
Rizzo.
hosted me last night. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
So if you're listening, Rizzo, we appreciate that and thank you very much.
What's going on, Rizzo,
Yeah.
man?
You guys rock over there, up in Canada land. I'm sure we have Donnie Bunny listening to us as well. We've got 30 seconds and we'll be back.
Rizzo is fun, man. He brought a good energy to the show.
Yeah, he did. Canada Corner. Probably also have MC Dirty Work over there, who's joined Nancy's show. Here's her countdown. 3, 2, 1, and you're live right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday Night Edition. And Barry, man, we've got some good stories here to talk about. I always like to bring a little humor to this segment. So let's just start with Candace Owens. Here, I'm just going to hit play here. This is her on her X account.
You were born a man and you will die a man. That's the point I'm making. So give us a sample. I'll send my doctors to take your blood. Figure it out real quick. However you want to go about this. Hey, how about just giving us some pictures again of you growing up? raising your children. That would be fine. For whatever reason to phone, by the way, like I said, we'll get.
Okay, there's not much background here. I thought there would be more. She just got sued by Bridget Macron in response to her alleging that Bridget Macron is a man. Okay, so that's what she's talking about here.
All right.
Give me blood samples. You were born a man. You're gonna die a man.
And we'll get to the bottom of it. Right, that is what discovery is for. We're gonna ask a lot of questions. You're probably hoping, this will go away, and at least we'll say we sued her. We'll say we went after her. She'll probably file for this to get dismissed. I'd like to make it to discovery. I think that we owe that to the world. Anyways, you guys, we are revolting against this. We're revolting against the...
Anyway, I find it a funny story because here she's, been saying all this. She did like a 4-part series on Bridget Macron, right? Where she went through the history, the whole 9 yards, and, came to the conclusion that it's a dude, right? So here we are. Now she's getting sued, and she's talking about discovery and all these other angles they're going to have to take. So, Barry, can you take the mic for a second? I'll be right back.
Yeah. It's funny because Sia said it's a dude. Like it's not even human. It's like some sort of, alien from another planet or something. But it's funny because I did a post and I was like, if they have a trial, there's going to be discovery. So my prediction is it's very possible that this never goes the full distance because there's going to have to be discovery like Candace was talking about. So they're going to have to give proof that she's lying by saying that she's a man. And maybe Macron's wife is 100% a woman. I don't know. I've looked at it briefly. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, she does kind of have some masculine traits. There does seem to be some pieces of her history missing. So good thing about this going to court for as far as Candace goes, it'll settle this once and for all, and people will know
exactly.
Be discovered. So, but if they back out, right, that's also, in my opinion, an admission that she is a he.
It's really funny that they're suing her over this. I mean, Candace seems like she knows what she's doing here. Like she's really looked into it.
You watch.
You don't go out and make these types of statements unless you really look into it. So I don't know. It's interesting.
You watch. They'll settle out of court. You watch.
That'll be an admission. I mean, people are going to take it that way.
You think Candace would settle though? She'll say, "Okay, let's just settle out of court. Here's $250,000. Sorry."
I don't think she'll pay anything.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Mm-mm.
Like, yeah, I think she wants discovery. She wants to take it to court. Even if she loses, it's still just great publicity for her. You know what I mean? If you get sued for $500,000 and lose it, it's probably worth $500,000 for her to get all this publicity.
Well, she's asking for proof for the longest time. They could have ended this very simply with, one of a half a dozen things that they could have done just to prove that she is a she. Mm-hmm. And it would have ended it, and she could have gone on to something else. But they wouldn't do that. Instead, they chose to sue.
Exactly. It's funny, man. I don't know. I'd like to have a little bit of a humorous section here where we could talk about some of the news.
Well, Roger just wants to see the pictures, guys.
So, yeah. Roger, huh?
Well, what's funny is that how much it really agitated Macron. It agitated Macron so much that he contacted Trump and had a sit-down talk with Trump, and Trump then had a sit-down talk over the phone with Candace, begging her to stop. And she said she would, but then, I don't know, a couple of weeks later, I was tuning into her, just stumbling across her on X, and there she was talking about it again. I go, well, apparently that, little spanking that Trump gave her didn't work.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Let's talk about this monster truck performance in Washington State, right? This monster truck lost a wheel. And I wish I could play this video for you guys. It is insane. These things weigh like 800 pounds, right? And this wheel comes off full force, goes out of the stadium, up over the wall, and into the parking lot and just proceeds to crush 3 or 4 cars. Fortunately, no one was hurt. It could have been an absolute bloodbath if that thing had went into the stands, but it didn't. It just went out and crushed like 4 or 5 cars. Holy cow. Could you imagine seeing that?
Be wild, man.
Unbelievable.
I mean, things have been falling apart, it seems like all the celebrities and tripping, falling, all their props are falling when they're suspended.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. Like Minaj, I don't know, a couple of really big.
Beyonce, Katy Perry, now Lady Gaga slipped and fell and almost had a major accident. Yeah, just like the attention to detail's gone, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just not that important to, pay attention to details anymore that might get someone like, say, Beyonce killed in a performance. And could you imagine how fuming pissed they must have been after the concert to, like, go back there and be like, you're sitting on, like, in 3 of these cases, well, they were, like, on a car or something, suspended over the audience, and then one of the wires kind of broke, and the car would sort of lean over 30 degrees to one side while they're sitting in it.
Yeah. It's scary.
Scary, yeah. In the middle of a performance, I would be furious. I can't even imagine how angry they must be when they go backstage and, try to find out what happened, right? How did I almost die up there? How did I almost fall to my death, in front of 50,000 people?
Well, it makes you wonder, was it really because of the lack of attention to detail or incompetence, or is there something more sinister at play? Is somebody really trying to hurt somebody? Don't rule that out, because we live in a crazy world.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, let's go back over to another story that is less humorous. This isn't funny. This is just actually kind of tragic, but it's a story that has been shown nowhere. No media coverage. Total blackout on this. In Cincinnati the other night, early Sunday morning, so Saturday night, let's call it 1 a.m, tons of people out in the street. And there's let's just read how they how the WLWT5 reported it. Cincinnati police are investigating a fight that broke out in downtown Cincinnati early on Saturday morning that appeared to have left at least 2 people injured. Cincinnati Police Chief Terry Thedig condemned the perpetrators of the attack and said CPD is actively working to hold them accountable. In a statement, blah, blah, blah. I'm in complete disgust. Waking up to the viral video many of you have now seen. Behavior displayed is nothing short of cruel and absolutely unacceptable. Our investigation team is working, blah, 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 blah. This was a beatdown in the street. In a completely black part of town. Every single person out there is black. There's a white couple, and they both just get their butts kicked by like 10 people on each of them. Right? It is absolutely disgusting. And nowhere, here do they mention that it was a black mob.
A possible racist hate crime?
Yeah. They don't start with that. Like, holy cow, this is, if this would have been reversed, if this is it would have been everywhere. Highlighted everywhere. But it's not. Because it is what it is. And the real question is, what were you doing down there in the first place? You see a lot of these cities, man, they're just going down the gutter. They really are. I saw a thing in Indianapolis a couple weeks ago where these kids are just like coming into downtown Indianapolis at night, and they just have no supervision. They run crazy over everything, and the cops are just fed up with it. They're done. They have no control. There's nothing they can do. It's just, instead of having a babysitter, you just send your kids on the bus, put them downtown, and let them go nuts.
You would think with Trump as the president that the crime would go down. And it is, actually, that's come out. But not in these leftist hellscapes. It's actually getting worse. I mean, there was an article in the paper, I think it was just today, and it was 11 people stabbed at a Michigan Walmart. 11!
Oh, yeah. In Traverse City, too. That's
wonderful Wally world it is. What a wonderful Wally world. But only 11? Only 11 people got stabbed. Well, that's bad. I guess it could be 20 or 30 or 40.
Exactly. But on that note, folks, we've got to take a break. This is the end of the first hour of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, but we will be back for hour 2 right after this short break. And I got to take care of something.
All right. We're on radio break. Yep.
I got to take care of something, so I'm going to hang up right now, and I'll be
hang
back
up right
when you
back.
call me.
and then I'll stay with Barry here for a few minutes, and then we'll switch it on back so that we can get Willie and the rest, if anybody else wants to come in with us then too.
Where's Yo today, I wonder?
She's probably traveling right now. Yep, Yotivation Nation.
Where's that Yotivation Nation at? Is she in here?
Wants me some Motivation Nation, that's for sure.
Love me Motivation Nation.
He didn't hang up. There's going to be a problem. Nope.
I think he just meant he was leaving, like to
no.
go do something.
I needed him to hang up.
I know. Hopefully he'll be back in time to do that. That's what I'm saying.
I hope so too.
Oh, yeah.
Because it won't reset. So long as someone's still in here from this, it won't reset the call at all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially, it's the same room, right? We're coming back to the same.
We're going to come right back into the same room, and we only have like a couple minutes till this one dies out.
Oh.
Go ahead and leave Barry, and hopefully by the time he comes back, I can tell him, hey, we're taking the break, and we're gonna, try to get it back up here in another minute.
Yeah, you told him to go ahead and leave the room too.
I told him. He's like, yeah, I'm quitting. I'm leaving the room. I'm like, okay.
All right, man. I'm gonna leave the room.
Me too. Listening to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. And I'll get the guys back up and connected here in just a minute. Takes me a minute or so. Hopefully John will take and hang up on his end so that I can reconnect the call. Once he does that, then we'll be good to go, and we'll get everything back up and running. Esteban HPS in the kick chat. Appreciate you. Gracias por favor. All right. Let's try this. John, you have to hang up, buddy. John. There we go. Get this up and rolling once more. Join that call. People. Hello, anybody there?
Hey.
Hey.
How y'all are?
We is doing good. How about you?
Well, I'm here. Got
Good.
bells on.
All right.
Do they jingle and a jangle?
Jingle jangle?
Jingle on the jangle. Yeah.
It's still calling. There he is.
Oops.
There you go. I don't know why it wouldn't hang up before, even after I hung up on you and waited a minute. But got you back now. We're all good to go.
Hey, y'all know a black hole is going to swallow the Earth up tomorrow, right?
What?
I did not know that.
Time
man.
didn't stop yet, though, or slow down.
I ain't.
All of it, or just part of it, or like maybe just Oklahoma, or what? What's going to happen?
No, the whole Earth is getting swallowed up tomorrow, man. I mean, it's already showed. It's already showed up in Canada.
What about CERN? Are they behind it?
No, they ain't got nothing to do with it.
God.
This time, right?
Who's behind it?
God, it's a natural thing, man.
Well, I'm sorry, I just got in here. Did the you said the Earth is going to end tomorrow?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I seen it on the internet. You know, you see it on the internet, it's got to be
Nope, it's
true,
true.
right?
Right.
It's 100%
It's
true.
always
No.
true if it's on the internet. Come on now.
Except for that, there, Reddit.
I heard Charlie Ward said it, so you know it's true, man.
That's where I seen it was on Reddit.
On Reddit. Oh yeah, yeah. They got top news stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I didn't look to verify.
Oh, you're what are you? You're a confirmed confirmer, or what is it? A verified
Certified
verifier?
certifier.
Yeah, that's
there you
it.
go.
He can certify himself as he can do anything.
A bona fide certified certifier.
Oh, is that how it is now? Look out,
Oh, you
Willie's
got
with
bona
us
fides?
right now, and the funny is coming.
You know it's going to be funny when a black hole's going to take everybody in, so it's got to be good material.
Hey, man. Here's what I want to know. I want to know what y'all done with that galactic girl.
Oh, she got boyfriend now.
Oh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And she ain't got time for us right now, you know, with that boyfriend and also watching her daughter's kids in between.
Hey,
I'm like,
Bullhorn Barry.
I told her, I said, hey, how you ever going to take and get out of, you know, release those shackles? You keep getting tied down to something. You got that RV. Come on. Censorship's waiting for you up in the mountains.
I got nothing for tonight. But
You just said the Earth is going to end tomorrow. Well, how is that nothing?
Well, that's all I know, man.
Okay.
And Bullhorn Barry, I know his type.
Barry was talking about samples earlier. No, it wasn't Barry. It was Censorship was talking about Candace trying to get samples from Macron's wife. And, you know, I figured that you'd want to take and use that for chunderwear or something like that. Monkey bait.
What was the idea we came up? We came up with a good idea for him. What was it we were talking? What was it?
He was going to draw Mohammed live on air.
No, come on, man. We had an idea.
Draw him? Oh, yeah. See the little pip up in the corner? We're on the radio, you know? Like, people are trying to drive and look for this damn pip. Yeah, you see the pip up on the right-hand side? Yeah, we're streaming live to you through the radio. All you people out there right now on the video side, you'll appreciate it if you couldn't take in. You can see things that those folks out there can't see. Anyways, we have 30 seconds. We'll be on the air on the radio side.
By the way, just for the record, what the people on the radio side see is exactly nothing.
Yeah, the road. They see the road.
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
There's your countdown, by the way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. And if you're any fan of the show, you know it's Sunday night in the second hour, so that means we check in with our buddy Willie, the worm farmer, and cricket harvester, I should imagine, as well, right? How you doing, Willie?
Yeah. Hey, man. How y'all doing tonight? Hey, this here, hey, for all y'all out there in Radio Land don't know, my name is Willie Lee. I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida, and Willie's Cricket Emporium up in Sandy Run, South Carolina, man. Hey, I sell worm hot dogs and jugs too. Hey, and I got some other things on the side that I do, man, and some of the things I can't even mention on the radio. Hey, how y'all
Thank you.
doing
I
tonight?
appreciate that you not mentioning those things on the radio. No,
I
I don't know
didn't,
why
man.
I don't know why you're hawking your products on the air, Willie, because you told us before the
Yeah,
show that the Earth is going to end tomorrow.
yeah,
It's already starting up in Canada.
yeah, man. Hey, I was getting around to that, man. Hey, look at him.
Oh,
Y'all
get around
research.
to it. We don't have time, man. Get to the point. Let's go.
Yeah, no, hey, look at here, it's gonna happen. Oh man, hey, there's a big old black hole. It's right on the edge, man. Hey, and it's gonna swallow the whole Earth up into it. Hey, that don't necessarily mean now that the Earth is gonna get destroyed or nothing, man. Hey, but we gonna be in a whole different dimension. So, hey, so all these people is acting crazy and stuff, man. They gonna have to start acting right. Heck, we going to another dimension. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I seen it on the internet. That makes it true, man. Hey, but hey, you.
Now,
Hey, but
it's
no,
tomorrow, too. That's very
yeah,
specific.
yeah. Hey, they're already seeing parts of it showing up in Canada, man. Hey, and it's heading our way. Like I said, if you don't believe me, just ask me, man. I'm telling you, it's true. I seen it. But here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. I got stuff I want to talk about, man. Hey, and for all y'all out there in Radio Land don't know, man. Hey, I also run Willie's Worm Farm Roundtable Radio, man. Hey, and that's what we're doing right now. We are
No.
currently broadcasting simultaneous at the same time as the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Hey, and we're doing the Willie's Worm Farm Roundtable Radio
all
Show
right.
too.
For the
No,
record, folks, what he does is he holds up his CB to the
yeah,
microphone and just
yeah,
plays our show out over the mic, the CB.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Hey,
yeah,
I get
Channel
on.
like,
Yeah, I
12,
get on.
you know, the channel no one listens to, Channel 12.
Yeah, no, hey, we broadcast it live. Hey, it's the major channel, man. On 28, I got two CBs rigged up, man. One's on 28 and one's on 31, man. Hey, and then I got another one rigged up. We done got high class, and we broadcast live over channel 19 too, off the on the billboard, man. Hey, I get out there on I-26, and from I-26 I can reach I-75,
all right,
I-85.
man.
I can reach I-20,
We
and I can reach
Willie,
over to I-95 and down to I.
nobody has any idea what you're talking about. Okay,
Yeah,
nobody knows where those places are. Okay, so let's
yeah,
get back into what's going on. You said we've got a day left before a black hole
yeah.
destroys the planet Earth or transforms planet Earth to a new dimension.
Yeah, but hey, look at him. Here's the thing, man. Hey, I've already got it all figured out how everybody can protect themselves from it, man. Hey, all you got to, hey, contact me, man. Hey, this ain't no lie. Contact me at my website. My website is willieleev@gmail.com, man. Hey, y'all contact me there. Hey, and I got it all figured out how you can avoid any hazards to your health. Hey, look at him. Hey, like, hey, I come up with it. Hey, Bullhorn Barry. Hey, where's Bullhorn Barry at?
I'm right here, man. Yeah.
Hey, look at him. Hey, I got an idea, man. Hey, man, there are so many scams on the internet, man. Hey, I got a book, man. Hey, look at him. All y'all got to do is send me $19.95, and I will tell you how to avoid all these scams on the internet, man. And I'm printing these books up, and I need a little bit of money from you, Bullhorn Barry, because I know you rich, man. You richified. Hey,
What's
and
the point?
and I'm a
what is the point of printing out books when the world's going to end tomorrow? I mean, I don't think you believe what you're telling us, Willie. I think if you actually had conviction that the Earth was going to end tomorrow, you wouldn't be planning book sales and bakeries or whatever. I mean, you'd be out there drinking your hooch on the front seat of your car, your Mustang.
No, man. Hey, I got a way where
Pinto.
you can
Pinto.
Yeah, now how you put a force field, a bubble around yourself and around your property and everything, man. Hey, and
A
make sure you
bubble.
got a bubble, man. Hey, I got it figured out. You do it with it's a special way. It's a special device, and you can build it yourself. It ain't hard to do, man. Hey, but you draw it from what they call the ether. The ether, hey, the ether is like natural energy in the atmosphere, man. Hey, and it works too. And I've got copper wire and copper tubing, and all y'all got to do is contact me at my website, like I just told you a minute ago, and I can tell you how you can rig up this thing, and it's like a force field that you can put around you, and it'll sustain you, man. I'm telling you, man, it's good stuff.
Now
But hey,
hold on, Willie. I'm looking at
no, man.
these. I'm looking at this, the schematics for all this, and that ain't nothing but
Hey,
building a still. What a moonshine still? What are you trying to pull here?
A bunch of copper tubing, man. No, hey, I got issues. I got other issues. Hey,
Yeah, the
Motivation
ATF's going to
Nation.
be visiting you soon, buddy.
Yeah, no, man. Hey, where's
Willie,
your
you done run her off last week.
man? Hey, what happened to Motivation Nation? Hey,
Well,
where'd she go,
she got that restraining order extended
man?
after
Yeah,
last
no,
week's show.
yeah, no, man. You got it? What?
You call it a retraining order. She extended
Yeah,
it after
yeah.
last week's show when you were harassing her.
Yeah, I wasn't harassing her that time around, man. Hey, could I come up with
Willie,
another idea? But since she ain't here, I ain't gonna run it by her. But hey, I got issues, man. Hey, I was down there at Duke's Barbecue. No, I ain't gonna lie. I was down there at Duke's
so
Barbecue. No, hey, hold on
so she
now.
ain't here, so you're not going to run it by her because she's not here.
No,
Okay, that
no,
sounds fair.
no, man. Hey, could I got something
Okay,
I wanted to talk to her about, and it had to do with a device that's in her shower right now that she don't know nothing about, and she's being monitored, but she ain't there,
oh
so I ain't
God.
gonna tell her nothing about it. Hey, we'll talk about it next week, man. Look at here.
See, that's
Hey,
why she's got the restraining order against you, Willie.
well, hey, I didn't
Because you
go in
do
her.
stuff like that. You're going in her bathroom, putting cameras in there. What are you
Yeah,
talking
well,
about?
but no, it's for her own good. Hey, no, remember I
You
was
just
telling
said
y'all
yeah.
about. Yeah, well, I didn't do it. I had somebody do it, man. Hey, but this is like an infrared
Oh,
device. No, hey, I mean, it don't show nothing like personal and up close. It just shows like an infrared image, and it shines on you, and it shows whether you're clean or not. You know how they used to do them things, man, with your teeth, and you eat this little pill after you brush your
yep.
teeth, man. Hey, and if your teeth are red, you miss some spots, so. Hey, this is like an infrared device, and it shines on your body, and it shows you that you can look in like this camera mirror looking thing to see if you missed a spot, man. I'm telling you, it's genius. Y'all think
Hmm.
I'm dumb and everything, man. Hey, but I got ideas. You got to have
Willie, we don't
ideas,
think you're
man.
dumb. We
Yeah,
definitely
no.
don't think you're dumb.
Hey, no, I was told.
I mean, Barry, you don't think Willie's dumb, do you?
How could he have so many ideas if he was dumb?
Yeah,
Hey,
well, there you go.
hey! I was telling y'all something, though, man. Hey, look at here. Hey, the issues, there's things going on in the world, man, and y'all ain't paying attention.
Well, it's all going to end tomorrow, according to you. So, well, why
Yeah,
even bother?
yeah, no,
Wait a minute.
no. Hey, I'm gonna save the world, and I'm gonna save everybody, and they ain't even gonna know it, man. Hey, but
With
look
your
at here. Hey,
still, with your magic
yeah.
still.
Look at him. Hey, doggone, man. You sidetracking me, man. How you doing that on purpose?
I
No,
don't think you're
hey,
stupid, though. I
yeah,
definitely don't think you're stupid.
yeah,
Now,
hey,
you said we were going to get swallowed up by a black hole, and
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
then we would be up in another dimension. Will it be like the one we're in now? Will it be different? Like, what's
Yeah,
it going to be
yeah.
like?
No, hey, it'll be different planets and different solar systems and different
Hmm.
galaxies
Yeah,
and
man. And then we would
everything
be up in.
is like the planet is going to ascend to a higher stage, and it ain't like everybody's gonna get destroyed or nothing, man. Hey, we're just gonna get swooped up into like this wormhole, and everything's gonna go do 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 there for a little while, man. Everybody gonna get all dizzy and fuzzy headed, and then they're gonna wake up and they're gonna look around, and everything's gonna be different, man. Hey, the outer space is gonna be all purple and pink and all different. Hey, I was talking to one of them galactic people, man, them Galactic Federation people, and they say that this happens with the Earth every 200 million years, man. Hey, because you know there was. And no, hey, this is true. There was civilizations way before even like Adam and Eve, man. Hey, I've been studying up on the Bible too, man, and I'm looking at Bible verses and all this other kind of, and it ain't got nothing to do with me being like religious or nothing, man. Hey, I believe in God, and I believe in Jesus Christ, man. Hey, but there's other stuff that's going on because the Bible's got a lot of historical value to it, man. And if you pay close attention to it, it'll tell you that the Earth is flat. Flat Earth. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, you still getting me sidetracked.
Well, say that at the end of the show, man. End of the show. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, but I want to talk to y'all about something. Y'all getting me all sidetracked and stuff. Hey, tipping. I got issues with tipping, man. Hey, I was down there at the barbecue place in Orangeburg, man. Hey, and this girl, she brought me a what they call a pulled pork sandwich, man. Pulled pork sandwich and some French fries in a basket, and then I had me a sweet tea. Hey, and then she come time. It cost me $7 on that, man. And then it come time she wanted me to tip her. I mean, I paid my $7 plus tax or whatever, man. And I walked out. Hey, she met me out in the parking lot. She said, "Hey." I said, "What?" She said, "Did I give you bad service?" And I said, "No, ma'am, you didn't give me no bad service." She said, "How come you didn't tip me?" I said, "What are you talking about tipping you?" She said that I was supposed to give her a certain percentage of the food that I ate. No,
15 to 20 is standard, but you know,
hey,
you can get more.
Yeah, no, hey, it's ridiculous, man. I got to studying up on it. Why should folks tip? Here's what it is, man.
To ensure proper service. To ensure proper service. That's what tips means. Tips.
Yeah, man. Hey, but you don't tip nobody else, man. You don't tip the air conditioner man. No, you don't tip the air conditioner man or the tire man, or you don't tip them folks down there at McDonald's and stuff when you buy stuff from them, man. And it's just because they're going to bring it to you. Hey, and I got to thinking about it. I got to studying up on it. It's like, okay, look at him. You going to bring me, I got me and you is there at the restaurant, and we're going to order 2 burgers, and them 2 burgers cost $10, and they want a certain percentage off of that $10, man. Hey, but if they brought us 2 steaks, that's $15. I've been adding it up, man. If it was 2 steaks, that'd be $15 for each steak, so that'd be $30. It takes just as much time and effort for them to bring them 2 hamburgers as it does them 2 steaks, but them 2 steaks, they cost more money, and they want you to pay them more money because they had to bring you steaks instead of hamburgers. And then plus, man, hey, I've been looking at it, and then plus what it is tax, man. Hey, so you tipping them on whatever they're bringing you plus the tax. So if your meal comes to $30, man, they're gonna be like $2 or $3 of that's gonna be tax. Hey, and
Willie, you sound like someone who hasn't lived in America his entire life.
Yeah, no. Hey, and America, man, is one of the only countries where folks tip at restaurants. Hey, restaurants, they ought to be. And here's the problem, man. I've been studiorizing it. Hey, if you didn't know it, man, studying comes from studiorizing. Hey, that's the long form of studiorizing. How I studiorized it, man. Hey, hey, what happens, man, is in the United States, waitresses, man, they don't want to work for minimum wage. They don't want to work for a salary, because if they had to work for a salary, they probably be making less money. If them, Yeah, exactly, man. That's what they want. They want tips. So the waitresses are holding the restaurants hostage. Is what it boils down to. Hey, they telling them like, hey, we don't want your, we don't want your hourly wage. We want to depend on tips, man. I ain't
Wow.
gonna lie. Hey, but I ain't gonna tip. That's all there is to it. They probably spit in my. That's why I don't never go to the same restaurant twice. Hey, matter of fact, man. Hey, matter of fact, Aunt Mama Lou cooks down the road, and she makes the best rabbit passadilla ever, man. I'm telling you. Hey, and she done learned how to take an
All right,
octopus and
rabbit
shove it up.
passadilla. You
Yeah,
gotta,
man.
you explain that to everybody.
Yeah, no, hey, that rabbit passadilla, hey, it's a delicacy, is what it is, man. Hey, it's a you take a possum and you stuff it up inside of a rabbit, and you serve it on an armadillo half shell, man. Hey, and it's got glazed gravy and rice and all kind of stuff on it, man. Some good eating. Hey, and you take you take an octopus and shove it up inside of a turkey, man. And you can bake that
Oh.
up and you glaze it with some good gravy, man. You talking about some good eating? Look, oh, son, hey.
And octopus inside a turkey. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Willie. Octopus and turkey just don't go together that well.
Well, hey, I'm telling you, man. Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
All right, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to try it, but
Yeah.
I'll knock it.
But look at him. What I want to do though, man, is I want to encourage everybody to stop tipping. And if y'all waitresses out there, man, and y'all gonna get mad at me and stuff, y'all know I'm telling the truth. Hey, the truth is the truth.
Don't do that.
And ain't
No,
nothing
folks,
but
don't
the
do
truth,
that.
man.
You know,
Waitresses. Yeah,
Willie,
no,
that's why you never go to the same restaurant twice, right? We like to, if you, because they see you coming, they're like, "Oh man, this guy's he's horrible. You ain't gonna pay us. We're gonna work out real hard to take good care of him, and he ain't gonna give me the change left over. Nothing."
But hey, you talk about change. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, there's something else going on, man. You know, like, hey, some things needs to change. Yeah, hey, you got these ICE people, man. Hey, and they run around and they trying to capture immigrants and stuff like that. But they got this one guy, man. He's a 82-year-old man in Pennsylvania, man. He was deported to Guatemala. Hey, what happened is he went to an immigration office last month to replace his green card, and the ICE came in and grabbed a hold of him and deported him down to Guatemala. Look at him. The man is 82 years old. These people need to be a little bit more lenient with some of these people. I mean, look at here's what I do. Hey, I told y'all, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got a bunch of Aunt Mama Lou's brother-in-laws. I gave them a ride down to Alligator Alcatraz. I turned them in for a little bit of money. Hey, but they here bona fide illegally. They ain't even trying to get no green card, no nothing, man. And most of them ain't nothing but a bunch of moochers and lowlifes anyway, man. Hey, and Aunt Mama Lou, she's out there. Hey, and don't none of them work. They all depend on Aunt Mama Lou to give them money. And I don't know where Aunt Mama Lou's getting all her money from. I think she's sitting there, she's still scamming old people, and she getting money from Saul Good. Hey, and by the way, man,
Willie,
here's
she's
what
got
I
your
want to
money.
know. Yeah, no, she got a bunch of money, man. I don't know where she's getting it all from. But well, hey, Saul Good is the one that's got all my money. Hey, I am rich. Hey, look here. Hey, I'm gonna share a secret with all y'all out there in Radio Land. Now, this is. Hey, look here. Let me get my piece of paper right here. I got to do this disclaimer. Hold on. This is not financial advice. Do not take financial advice from me. If you take financial advice from me, you will go broke. You will. you will.
That's very good advice.
Yeah, no, you will have to file for bankruptcy. Do not take financial advice from me. Hey, but I'm going to tell y'all something else, man. Hey, it's all good. It's got on my Bitcoin. Hey, but I got a bunch of other coins, man. Hey, they got one called BONK, and they got another one called LINK, and they got another one called XRP, and then they got another one called something else, and I got another one called something else, and I can't remember them all. SHIB, and then they got got one called PEPE. Hey, look at here. I done went and bought me a whole bunch of them, man. And I am fixing to be all kind of rich, man. Hey, I'm going to have
Well, good.
friends.
We'll have to get Saul involved in that. I'm sure he can give you some good financial advice. But on that note, folks, we are all out of time. We've got to go to break.
Man.
We'll be right back after this.
That flat Earth, man. Hey, look at here.
We're off the air right now, guys. That was funny. That was so funny. Oh. No. What? That's not a still. What are you making a still? That's a moonshine
what I was really
still,
hoping
Willie.
is that you would make your disclaimer long enough that it just ate up the whole amount of time that was left. Right?
Hey, this is only
You
one
almost got
time
there.
that you didn't break in during his segment in over I would say maybe 2.5 years or so, trying to do some news in between. You broke your streak there, CS.
I did.
Well, like I said, I had absolutely nothing for the show, but we're doing good.
It was funny, man.
It works.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, man. I love you guys.
It's always good to see you, Willie.
Yeah.
I know you're tired, man.
And by the way, Yotivation is listening. She couldn't find
good.
or she had her microphone and headset and all that someplace
Yeah,
else.
I read that Bullhorn
Yeah,
Barry.
she's
about
over.
that guy.
She's listening to us over on Rumble. That's right, Rumble.
Awesome.
You waste your time with some people, Bullhorn Barry, trying to convince them of things.
Well,
They
there was somebody else that
subscribe.
was present. There was somebody else that was present, so they were taking it in.
Or they subscribe to a belief system, and you can't change what they believe so many years.
This guy until now, so. And he kind of started in on it, and he was like, "Yeah, I know your type," and I was like, "Okay, well, let's talk then, man. Let's go." And he just had no facts, man. That's the thing.
But no, I mean, when he starts saying something like that, then he's not even ready to listen.
Oh, I enjoyed it because I caught him speechless a couple times. He couldn't reply because I kind of cornered him. But yeah, I mean, maybe he's got a little bit too much pride. I don't know. So I kind of enjoyed it.
Bring him on the show. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here.
He's a good guy. He's just clueless.
Octopus
I
inside a
talked to folks
turkey.
later,
Thanks for coming by, Willie.
That just
Yeah, man.
just kills me, man.
All right, y'all be good.
You too.
All right, man, brother.
See you next Sunday.
Hey, get that fermented pea jug ready for me. I missed it.
He sure got the flat Earth in, that's for sure.
Yeah, he did a couple times, man. Good for him.
Good for him. Don't encourage him.
Don't encourage him.
He doesn't need my encouragement.
DP Mudasuke in the house over in
Survives
Tick.
on
Appreciate you,
persistence.
buddy.
Hell, I literally give him radio time every week and tell you not to encourage him.
Yeah. Oh, lots of folks have passed away this past week, huh? From
Yeah, I do want to give a shout out to Hulk Hogan.
yeah, Hulk Hogan, and then Ozzy, and there was another one that passed away too.
Gianni?
No, Malcolm Jamal Warner, I think, from
Yeah,
the
he
Cosby
died
Show.
in that- Yeah, it
Yeah,
was, water thing
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, he was
He got
on.
drowned.
yeah. Costa Rica.
Yeah,
Yeah.
30 Seconds, and then what was the other one? There was one other one too.
Chuck Mangione.
Chuck Mangione, Loretta Swit, I think too. Mm-hmm.
Who you gonna
I
call,
always
brother?
loved that song.
Oh yeah, who doesn't?
And here's your countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday Night Edition, where you've got me, Censorship Sucks, and my co-host, Bullhorn Barry, hanging out with you tonight, letting you know what's going on. What's the word, Barry?
I have no idea, man. It's your show. I'm just backing you up.
You're not backing me up. It's our show, buddy. We do get well with it, you know?
All right.
Hulk Hogan passed away this week. He was 71, cardiac arrest, and what a legend. What a legend.
Yep.
I mean, what a career, but it all culminated last summer, about a year and a month ago, maybe, during the Republican convention, where he came up on stage and tore off his shirt and had a MAGA shirt on under there, and man, that was rip-roaring fun.
Yep. Because what are you going to do when these Hulkamaniacs run wild on you, brother?
Yeah,
right?
Brother. You know it, brother.
What are you going to do? Hulkamania runs wild on you.
But what a legend, what a life, the whole nine yards. Just a great guy. And then we were talking about a few other people. I mean, it's been a busy week from that standpoint. We had Ozzy Osbourne, another legend, Chuck Mangione, Mark, Mr. Producer, you had a couple other ones.
I think Loretta Swit from MASH.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I think, I do recall seeing that. I don't think it was this week, though. I think it was more like last week. But, yeah, another legend, Hot Lips. We all remember Hot Lips from MASH. So, let's get over into the UK a little bit, man. I can't just, help but bring it up every week. Trump just flew over there to visit his golf course, and some other, people and whatnot, complaining about the windmills that are offshore that are just an eyesore. They're loud. Says we're not allowing that in the U.S. anymore. We're not doing it. But yeah, no, Turnberry, he's out there playing some golf, doing his thing. He cut that deal with the EU on trade, which is a big deal because they, and I think Canada now, because they have not cut a deal yet, was looking at 30% tariffs like kicking in like any day now, like maybe even tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, or the 1st, which is, just coming up in a few days here. Obviously, July's almost done. Man, July went by quick, didn't it? Gotta love summer. Just gotta love it. So let's go into the UK. They are forming a special task force in the police departments to monitor anti-migration sentiment online on social media. So they're going to put together a crackpot team of experts to go out and comb through social media looking for anybody who is criticizing all the migration that's happening, all the wide open borders. They're seeing America fix this. They're seeing America nip this in the bud. Last month, we had like no crossings, none. Biden swore up and down we needed, and so did Kamala, this legislation that would have mandated like 10,000 people a day. No, we don't need that. We just shut it off, turn it off. That's it. It's not happening anymore. They see how quickly they could do it. 7 out of 10 people in the UK are for having the Navy just go out and stop these little migrant boats. 7 out of 10. That's an incredible supermajority, and yet they won't do it. They just won't turn it off. Now we're seeing all these protests picking up all over the country. The next month is going to be wild. It's going to be eye-opening to see how many moms and sisters and just people in solidarity come out and say enough is enough. It's not safe to walk the streets of my small little town of Epping or wherever it is. Your beautiful little tree-lined, perfect suburbia outside of London, an hour, and it should be paradise, but it's not even safe to walk around. And they're sick of it. They're sick of it. So it's kicking off, and now they're going to just start arresting people online. If you have any criticism of it at all, boom, they're coming after you. And the Conservative Party is the one that passed this bill that allows them to do this. It's insane.
That's bizarre.
What say you, Barry?
I think people are finding out real quick what's at stake. They're figuring out that, hey, this lawlessness, just unfettered, unchecked, illegal immigration in their country is destroying their country. It's destroying their culture. Crime rates are going up. There's sex trafficking. There's, child forced labor. There's all grooming, right? Just weird. I mean, there's nothing good about just letting anybody come in at any point in time, and just taking over. That's just not a good thing. So people are going to realize that what's at stake. And people are realizing that this is about freedom. It's about tyranny. It's about good. It's about evil. It's about dark and light. And, peace and chaos. I mean, it's every positive and negative thing. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a positive and negative thing clashing and coming together, because all these people that just want this unchecked, unfettered immigration, these are all tyrants, man. They know exactly what happens, when you just let everybody and anybody in. Crime rates go up, chaos happens, and they work best out of the chaos, because then they can push forth their agenda, take away more of your rights, strip you of everything, and basically control you. So yes, they want the crisis. They love the crisis. I mean, look, we're finding out now that it wasn't 350,000 children missing. It's like 450,000. Remember, I said on one of the shows, I think it's closer to 500,000. I was only 50,000 off. I was only 50,000 off. And so we're talking about basically 500,000 people, right? And they found out 50,000 of these kids. They've rescued 50,000 of these kids. Many of these kids are being put into child forced labor. They're being child trafficking. I mean, they're being abused in every way possible. I mean, come on, man. This is light and dark stuff. This is good and evil stuff. This is freedom and tyranny type of stuff.
Yeah. It is. It's you could almost say it's the best of times and it was the worst of times.
We've said that. I didn't say it, that goes back to many, many moons ago.
Yeah, when you read that passage.
Yes. It's very true, though, man. I mean, and I think people are catching on to that. They're realizing, I talked to a guy. That's what Willie was talking about, between during the breaks, was that I talked to this guy who's a really nice guy. He's a big in the conservative movement here in my area. But he literally believes that there are no conspiracies. And, I told him, I said, man, if you don't know who, the WEF is, the Bilderberg Group, and all these people are, if you don't know who these people are, you know nothing about, geopolitics, nothing. Because they're controlling everything. And he literally told me, I kid you not, he said that Fauci and Hitler both weren't evil because what they thought they were doing, they thought was actually good. No, they knew that they were evil. They knew that they had turned themselves over to the dark side. And I told him about Fauci and how he's, doing those weird experiments on those beagles where the parasites were eating their brains out. And then he was doing weird experiments, for his AIDS medication on black children. I mean, you're telling me it's not evil when they die and he's never held accountable for it? So if Fauci isn't evil, I mean, he literally told me he thought Fauci actually thinks he has the high moral ground. I said, dude, you're nuts if you believe that. And that may be the case with some of these people. Sometimes people can be misled and believe that evil that they support is actually good. But we're talking about Fauci and Hitler, okay, along the same lines.
Yeah, it's I think a lot of the politicians out there do think they're like AOC probably in her heart is thinking she's doing right for America based on the brainwashed education she's had.
I think you're right. Yeah, you may be right. I don't think she's like full blown evil. She's not a Hitler or a Fauci or these people at the WEF.
Yeah, she probably genuinely thinks she's doing, what's best. But then, when her policies get enacted, it enables a company like Amazon to say, hey, we're going to move to your district, but now forget about it. We want nothing to do with it. We're not even going to touch you. Right. So how many jobs were lost in that scenario? Because they were going to get maybe a little bit of a sweetheart deal to move, one of your headquarters into New York. Right. They're going to, of course, New York wants that business there. So they're going to give them a little deal. Hey, you can get a break on this or that or whatever. We want you to bring 2,000 jobs to our district.
Yep.
But she saw that as a handout to the rich and just, not understanding, the concept of shareholders. she put it down. She thought it was just going straight into Bezos' pocket when really it's the shareholders who get that advantage, right? Who aren't always Bezos, right? A lot of shareholders of Amazon just have it in a mutual fund somewhere in their 401k, right? I mean, that's the vast majority of it. So, yeah, I mean, I think they think they're doing good, but they're just, wrong. And the powers that be behind it that control it are the real evil forces, the ones that are pushing those, the ones that push the Steele dossier, right?
Yep.
Clapper, Brendan, those are the real evil people. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, exactly. And Fauci knew what he was doing when he was doing that. The experiments they did on those children, they were begging some of them to stop, and they didn't. Because they were
the beagles.
And
the beagles with the sandflies, and now they've got kittens. They're like killing somebody to just run some experiments, and it's like we're still paying for it. It's horrible,
I
horrible
think
stuff.
That don't believe. I mean, these are people that I guess that don't believe in good and evil. Like there are no two forces that are combating against. That's a dangerous position myself because I just think it is.
And there's definitely actual Satanists in high levels of power. Actual Satanists who put on the robes and have blood sacrifices and you name it, the whole 9 yards.
Yep. Look at Bohemian Grove, man.
Yeah, or that one lady, Abramovich, I think, was just famous for her.
Marina Abramovich.
Yeah, just famous for crazy stuff. And a lot of big celebrities were, right there with her, including politicians who, my Go account, right? I had some page saved, and every time I went to go, I bet I could still pull it up today. I haven't been there in a long time, but and her picture's on my homepage when I go to GoDaddy. It's her picture. There's just image.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm like, why? You're GoDaddy. Why in the world would you be promoting this?
Her for something or another, and wanted to use her as some sort of marketing person or something, and the pushback was so great he backed out of it.
Oh well, marketing really?
I don't remember what it was exactly. She was taking some position, or a commercial spot or something like that they did with her, and he pulled it all back because of the backlash. But it doesn't surprise me. Bill Gates is hanging out with Marina.
Yeah, they all are together in those little circles, those creepy little circles. Epstein Island. I remember looking at the island once on Google Maps, right? Just going in, checking it out. And it had, on the high point of the island, there was a big, 20-foot berm that went around an area the size of, maybe a soccer field or a football field. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it was 20-foot tall banks, and there was one opening to get in and out of there. And it's just one of those spots where, man, you could do whatever you wanted up there. You could just do it. It's completely hidden off from no one can see what's going on in there. Creepy stuff. And I bet all kinds of weird stuff happened up there. And that's why we want to know, man. That's what we want to know. We just want to know what the weird stuff and who did it. And that's what we're asking for out of the Epstein thing is somebody's head has to roll. How can you put, Ghislaine in jail for 20 years?
If there aren't victims.
Yeah, there's no clients.
No clients.
Right? The victims we don't even want to know about. The clients we want to know about. Right? Who were the people coming to that island?
Well, you can't even be a victim if there wasn't a client.
Exactly.
So, it just makes sense, right?
Yeah. And she was the sort of the honeypot that brought in all the girls and everything. So she knows it all, man. She knows it all. And she's been talking to the DOJ for the last 3 days.
Yeah, she's had 2 appearances already.
Mm-hmm.
And I said it'd be more than one. Remember I said that.
And they even gave her...
Down again. I think they'll be sitting her down again. I don't think that she's given everything. Think about how long she worked with him and how much information she has.
Yeah.
She could go on and she could write 5 books.
Mm-hmm. Easily. 3 days is nowhere near enough to even touch the surface of what she knows.
Exactly.
So it's it'll be interesting. We'll see what happens.
Just like we said, she is maneuvering for a pardon. That's what we thought
Yeah.
she was going to probably try to do. And, somebody on social media, some big influencer said, should we grant her immunity even if she drops all the beans? And she said no. And I was thinking, I don't want to, but if she drops everything and then everybody's held accountable, I would almost give her immunity, just because justice has to be served.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. There are some people out there that are in really powerful positions that are doing very evil things, and if you give me a dozen of those people, I'll trade you a Ghislaine for 12 billionaires that have done evil things and are doing and funding and financing evil things that are looking to take down our country.
I mean, she's only in there for 20 years, and she'll be let out probably before that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good behavior and all that.
Exactly. I mean, it's just, I think it might be a fair exchange, but I'm talking about like everything, like everybody and everyone that she knows drops all the truth bombs and just let the chips fall where they may fall. And if she does that, then maybe. And Trump did say, he said, I hadn't thought about that. He said, but I'm in a position where I could pardon her. He did say that. They asked him, they said, would you pardon, Ghislaine? And he said, well, I haven't thought about that. But he probably has thought about it. But, he's just giving the press a good answer. And he said, but I could do that, he said. So I guess he's leveraging himself to get her to, spill more. I think that's what that was.
Yeah. And I don't know, I heard somebody being interviewed the other day and they're like, they're not going after Orange Man here. You know what I mean? They're going after, when they mentioned 100 people, Trump's name probably didn't come up.
Oh, no doubt.
And to be fair, he knew Epstein, but he also kicked Epstein out of his country club for hitting on the daughter of one of the members. And he said, that's creepy. You're out of here. Goodbye. Don't come back.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything on it. I'm not even concerned about it. But yeah, I mean, they may have put something in there to make him look questionable. That was all in the control of the deep state. The same people that did the Russian collusion delusion. So, they could have planted some stuff, kind of like the Wall Street Journal came up with that big doodle of Trump, right? With the naked woman. There's no proof that he did that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no. And it's, again, it's not his style per se. It's the guy can just like snap his finger and any supermodel in the room is just going to walk over and sit, next to him. I mean, that's been his life from day one, right? He's always been the playboy. He's been the guy that had the gorgeous women. Yeah. And yeah, hey man, that's his game. That's what he likes doing.
I think he's kind of past that now at his age, but
sure. Well, yeah, but he's married to Melania.
Oh, yeah.
Who's 30 years younger than him and still looking great. I mean, wow. Oh, yeah. So, speaking of Trump, he just put out a truth the other day saying that Kamala Harris should be looked into.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. $11 million to Beyonce for an endorsement. Ever sang not one note and left the stage to a booing and angry audience. $3 million for expenses to Oprah. $600,000 to a very low-rated TV anchor, Al Sharpton, total lightweight, and others to be named for doing absolutely nothing. So you can't pay somebody for an endorsement, right? You can't, as a politician running for president, just give Beyonce $11 million and, hey, would you stand on stage next to me and, applaud and just tell everybody how great I am? Not allowed. If Beyonce wants to show up and be part of the, event and talk and whatever for free, she's willing, more than capable of doing so. But you can't pay somebody $11 million to endorse you in a presidential campaign. A celebrity. You can't do it.
Documents, baby. Bring them on.
Exactly.
Just stop, man. I say just steamroll. Arrest all these people.
And when that happened, right? When that happened, well, you remember covering this, right? We were just laughing at her because everybody came out for a Beyonce concert. She promoted it as a Beyonce concert, and she filled this huge stadium. And Beyonce didn't even play.
Yeah, after Beyonce did whatever it was that she did, which was not sing, they left.
Mm-hmm. And everyone, was booing it, and they were like, "What the heck? I brought my kid out for this concert, and I get nothing. It's just more lies, more."
Same thing. Hillary brought in Jay-Z, Beyonce. I mean, they have to bring in these celebrities because nobody likes these politicians on the left. They have no support.
Yeah, and if it's good for your career, then you do it. You know what I mean? If your agent, whatever, says, "Hey, this will really, help me get you the next gig if you go endorse Hillary Clinton," okay, you go do it because your agent thinks it'll make you an extra $1 million, right? Not because they're going to pay you $1 million to do it. It's a totally different animal. And so, I think he's totally correct that this needs to be looked at. And you probably broke some laws here, Kamala, Miss, DA. You're a DA. You know what it's like to look into somebody who probably broke some rules.
She was very harsh on people, man. I mean, she was so strict. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it came back to bite her in the rear end right now.
Yeah. She was very strict. Kept a lot of people in prison for low-level drug offenses, mainly marijuana.
And she bragged about having the power to do it. She said, "I have the power to do it. Even if you're not guilty, I can still put you away for a while." Something.
Or I can break you. I can make you have to hire lawyers and spend all this time and money and yada 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 for anything. It's just I can do it.
She sounded like one of the tyrants that came out during the shamdemic. I mean, these people are power hungry. That's all. They don't care about upholding the law or doing what's right or showing mercy when mercy is necessary. It's just all about the power. And remember when Hillary was running, she brought, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce, and that was during the hashtag Me Too time. And Jay-Z was talking about witches, that's not the word he used, and whores and all that kind of stuff during the hashtag Me Too. I'm like, did you not tell him, hey, this is the liberal party. We're the hashtag Me Too party. I don't think that's going to go over too well. Remember all the criticism she got for that? Because he was, spouting out those lyrics that were basically bunch of, I don't know, male chauvinistic lyrics.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And, they can get away with it. The left can do it because it's capital D in parentheses different when they do,
But you got to do the funniest meme that Trump put out was the one where J.D. Vance and Trump are chasing Obama in a police car like it was OJ. And, I did say, what did I say? I said, if Obama gets indicted, he's going to run. He's going to flee. And then Trump comes out with the video. And what's Obama doing? He's running. He's fleeing. But you know how crazy the left is? The left is so insane. They literally said that meme was actually Trump letting his base and everybody know that him and J.D. Vance had a falling out. And he said, we know this because everybody else had their normal faces, but J.D. Vance's face was a fat face. So apparently there's been a major falling out between Trump and J.D. Vance. I mean, they just look for stuff and make stuff up that's just completely bizarre.
Yeah. Okay, so we've had a big theme going recently about how is the media going to handle this whole Hillary Clinton, Comey, Obama scandal, the made-up fake Russia collusion. Molly Hemingway did a phenomenal take on it, and I'd like to play that now. This is from Fox News.
Well, what happened when you go back to 2016 is the Obama administration hid intelligence showing that Russia's meddling in the 2016 election was no big deal. They suppressed that because they didn't want Donald Trump to know about it. Then they immediately began leaking to the Washington Post and to the New York Times false things that weren't true, the opposite, that Russia had conspired with Trump to steal the election. And the Washington Post and New York Times, when they were asked to publish these things that were not true, they just went ahead and did it. They took the word of John Brennan and other sources like that who had made these false claims. Then the Obama administration manufactures a completely fake intelligence assessment, again with this claim that Russia had conspired with Trump to steal the election, and they leak that to the media as well. Well, when they were receiving these leaks, the media did whatever these people wanted. They pushed this absolutely delusional conspiracy theory for years. And now that we know that, and it was a fake story, now that we know the real story, and the real story is shocking. The Obama administration suppressed real intelligence, and then they manufactured fake intelligence for the purpose of undermining a legitimately elected administration. The media are hiding it. And why? Because they were complicit in the crimes that were committed. They can't very well report what actually happened because the whole conspiracy would have gone nowhere if the media hadn't been so willing to just republish these lies from Obama officials.
So they're stuck, man. They're caught between a rock and a hard place, man.
Mm-hmm.
They were complicit in it. And it's all going to come rushing out. Now, granted, if you say, hey, who's your source on this? And they say, well, I can't mention it's a high level of it. And it turns out to be, James Comey's, it's like, okay, that's a pretty darn good source. He's the, head of the FBI or whatever. And yet it was them feeding garbage down. So the media almost has a little bit of a loophole that they can say, well, we were told this stuff by Brennan and Clapper and, whoever else. But they have to have that mea culpa at some point. They have to come out and say, yes, we were lied to by the head of the FBI, by all these different people, and we ran with it. We never questioned it because they told us.
I think it's worse than. I think we're going to find out that the New York Times and some of these other, news agencies knew that it was a lie. We're going to find that out, and they didn't care because you got to realize the media is hooked at the hip with our government, with the deep state. That's just a fact. They're leaking stuff to them all the time.
Yeah.
They don't care if it's true or false. They want the headline. So we're going to find out that a lot of them probably knew. We'll get emails or something, or people will begin to whistle blow and say, we knew all along, but we just needed the headlines. We didn't care. We didn't like Trump. You're going to find out because the connection between the deep state and the media, they're connected at the hip, folks. We've been talking about that a long, long time.
Yeah, they can't do anything without the media, and they're dependent on them. And if the media ever does turn their back on them, they're screwed. But in the meantime, no, they're not about to, because they are completely dependent on them. And they probably had dirt. They probably had reasons to say, hey, it's just easier for you if you go along with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, like we're the FBI. You don't really want to just, go against us.
But you might get some USA ID money if you just do as you're told.
But Barry, you and I, we saw through it all as it happened in real time. So did so much of the MAGA world. We saw right through this. We knew it was garbage. If we thought anything they said about Donald Trump was real, I would never support the guy. Never.
Absolutely.
If I believed half of it, if I believed Russiagate in the first place, I wouldn't support Donald Trump. But I never believed it because it was garbage. Nor did any MAGA people. Talk to any one of them, and they all saw through this stuff and knew it was happening. That's why it's so important that it happens now, that ramifications occur for these people, because everybody on this side of the aisle knows what happened. We all watched it go down in real time. But folks, we are all out of time. Oh, we got to go. We will see you on Wednesday night. Thank you so much for listening to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show.
All right, we got less than 30 seconds before we get probably cut off here.
Oh, in the room?
That's why I was kind of, worried about time there. Normally I don't worry about the time so much, but we did start up a little early. All right.
Yeah.
And once this runs out, we'll go over to the after show, and I'll see you guys over there.
All right. I don't know how much of that I got in me.
I
don't.
Do 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 do.
All right. How you doing?
Hey.
Gosh, I keep having to turn off the video, man. It's like we use so many damn rooms. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I even
just
asked
turned off the
Yotivation
incoming
if she
video.
wanted to come in, and she's like, I still can't find my headset and that. But great show, guy. Great show tonight.
Thanks.
We probably still don't have enough. Well, what am I talking about? I just finished up with everything. I'll do some edit. If you want, we can end here, and that's up to you. I thought maybe
Let's
get a
end
few more
here.
folks in. We have quite a few people listening to us yet, and in Kick and all over. We even had John Allen down in Australia, who's the manager for one of the Australian stations, tuned in to us. So yeah.
One of the Australian stations.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
Is there more than one?
There probably is.
In Australia?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
We got
Surprised he let us.
Dirty Avatar in the Kick chat. Appreciate you. Smoking Peace was in there earlier. The Tormented 1999. And let's see here. Who else do we have in there? Nikki Tude. Always with love, Nikki Tude. Appreciate you. Yeah, Nikki Tude. She has a great channel. Anakin 55 is in with us too as well. Oh, and of course, we always have Roger. Roger Hansen.
Oh yeah.
And Hannah Ferdata 2 and Mind Kick Discord. We've had quite a few folks in there. Daniel Trika over in Kick as well. And always supporter of DP Mudasucka. 7 Dota 2 in the Kick chat. Appreciate each and every one of you folks out there. Oh, Yotivation in the chat lobby coming in. There she is. Hi, girl. How you doing?
Oh, hey, yo. How you doing?
My dog, he's like, what's all the noise?
How much is that doggy in the window?
Oh my God, Mark! I'm scrolling through YouTube right now, and I see that we're live over there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the title for the show is "Loser Black Woman Attacks White Girl Over Braids."
Yeah.
She shut them down hard.
Yeah. Does not surprise me. Does it you?
What is that title, though? What the hell is that? Like, that's nothing to do with anything we talked about.
Yeah, we can't put whatever we want on YouTube, but I think we can get away with that title.
Loser Black Woman Attacks White Girl Over Braids. She shut them down hard. That's funny, dude. I don't know where you got that.
I don't know either. I used one of the chat programs to come up with it. I'm sure, But hold on. Well, now that we got Yotivation in here, hey, yo.
Yeah, where you at, yo?
How was your, how was your traveling and all that going while I take and get stuff set up for edit?
And the first question is Ohio or New York?
Ohio now.
You don't know?
I'm in Ohio now.
Oh, in Ohio now. Okay, yeah,
yes.
You're kind of hard to hear.
Oh, and we were having that problem the other night too. Is that any better?
Yeah, once you start talking, it clears up.
Oh yeah, what is that, Mark? That is the weirdest damn thing
I
I've
have
ever heard.
no idea. I think it has to do with if she, between the signal of maybe she's going off of her provider Wi-Fi, or if when she's
I'm on a hot spot right now.
Yeah, she's on a hotspot. So when the wind blows, it'll probably change the frequency a bit too. But hey, that's just how frequencies work. Kind of like AM radio. Go under the power line and it fuzzes out a little.
But I mean, what's the solution? How do we fix it?
Always be hardwired, or do like you do. Be part of Elon's brain chip system. That's how I can always get a hold of you. When I ring you, it goes straight to your brain chip. All right, where they, you get this electric jolt sensation that runs down, both your arms or whatever. That's what I hear, but I'm not quite certain about that. But
Future technology.
Yeah, Hey, being a broadcaster, he gets to check out all that stuff first. So, yeah, and because of that, he gets all the upgrades and things like that before everybody else does. So, keep us posted about your panic attacks, twitches, and other convulsions that you may have with this install that you've got.
Yeah, let us know if they change your mind for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
will do.
I know it makes math a lot easier for you, and you don't have to use a GPS anymore, because it just, it'll like, call up in your head, hey, turn left, dumbass, and it'll actually steer you without you even thinking about it. Yeah. Right? Isn't that how it's supposed to work?
It's probably.
Well, I'm going to
Should
say
say hello
goodnight
to
to
everybody
a couple.
out there.